Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem by Naaman Forest High School student Allie Gerber.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright.
The following is a presentation of GRS TV.
We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high. On top, cause we so fly. Name in the bright lights. Looking like a star shot. We set the bar high.
Test.
A chill in the air tonight on the final day of October as the district championship could potentially be sealed up tonight, barring any unforeseen spookiness. From Williams Stadium, we are live tonight on a Halloween night. The cold front blowing in last night. It's a little bit chilly, but these Sachse Mustangs have done anything but keep from being hot. This is a team that has now won 7 in a row, and they have now gone to the postseason for the 13th time the last 14 years, and they're playing good football, Roman.
Absolutely. They sure are, Scott. They're playing outstanding football right now. Again, they're looking to try to get part of this district championship wrapped up tonight, so they're going to come out ready to go. And, Naaman Forest is looking to keep their playoffs hope alive, maybe by getting into that 4th playoff spot. So they're looking to have a good game tonight also.
They are. These two teams love to run the football. Sachse doing it a little bit differently this year. This is a Sachse team that's used to throwing it all around the yard, but they've been doing it on the ground for the most part. 250 yards a game. They'll get about 168 through the air. Both teams about 420 yards per game. And Sachse, a team that, as we mentioned, lost their opening ball game of the year to Coppell, but since then they have won 7 straight games, and they looked really good in ripping off 600 total yards and beating South Garland 55-21 last week. Yeah,
they were able to get things together. And again, like you said a little bit earlier, Scott, Sachse has been on the row, and they're looking to continue that row. They got a great ground game with Brandon Haygood. So again, they're going to continue to run that ball. They also have a good passing attack, throwing the ball to one of the best receivers in the district, Khalid. Lockett. So they're going to look to try to be balanced tonight.
Boy, and how good is Khalid Lockett? About 36 catches, 512 yards, and a guy that continues to get double and triple teamed. He's had a tough season in that respect, but he's making the best of it.
Well, absolutely. And when you know that coming in this year, people kind of knew who he was. So, obviously they're going to try to double team him and keep him from, hopefully beating you. So, again, they're going to try to take him away. But he's been able to be very effective. And, again, one of the best receivers in our district.
And it's a great night tonight for football, and certainly has been a great season for Mark Red Barons. Pretty much the only head coach that Sachse has known. It's a team that is the youngest in this district, but man, have they been successful. 12 playoff berths the last 13 years, and make it 13 out of 14 now. And if they win tonight, it'll be their 7th district championship the last 20 years.
Well, you know, Coach Behrens has just had an amazing run over there. We're taking a look at him here on the screen. He's just had an amazing run over there at Sachse. You know, just a great coach, and the players love to play for him. And so, again, like you said, this is a tremendous record there, and again, hoping to continue that playoff run tonight.
Yeah, and they were 8-0 in district competition last year. They've got 2 games to go, including tonight's game. They're 6-0. They're 7-1 this season. And again, you know, they played 2 close games. Both games have been very physical. They lose some guys, no doubt about it, but they are so happy to get some guys back tonight. You know, one of the biggest players that they're going to get back is their defensive lineman, Corey Walls, that they lost earlier.
Yeah, and again, you know, like you said, that was a big loss for them, and they're able to get Corey Walls back. And, you know, they're very happy about that. And, again, you know, when you're starting getting towards the end of the season and, you know, when you're looking at a playoff run, you know, you want to be fully loaded and ready to go. So be able to get Walls back is going to really be something that they're going to be happy with.
Going to see Debo Perales go, as this Naaman Forest team will get the football first tonight. Naaman 4-4, 3-3. They still have playoff hopes alive.
Well, absolutely. I mean, this is a big game for them because, you know, again, tonight, if they win tonight, they basically solidify that 4th playoff spot and put themselves in position to, you know, make a playoff run too.
Yeah.
So it's a big game for them also.
Yeah, they and Garland come in tied for 4th here in district competition. Both of those 2 teams 4-4. Let's see Josh Weston kick this thing off. Officials tonight out of the Dallas chapter, they're ready. Ty Mitchell was so excited to get this thing underway. Naaman comes out in green and Sachse in white. Sachse has been the class of the district now for the last couple of years. They win tonight. They will have their 2nd straight district title. Here we go from Williams Stadium tonight in Garland. Happy to have you along on GRS TV as we see Anderson, Jadon Anderson, get a chance here. And the Naaman Forest Rangers, Sean DeVault coming up with that special teams play, will begin inside their own 20. And this is a team that averages about 28 points per game. And Debo Perales, the coach's son, a senior, 6'2", 193 pounds, has thrown for almost 1,600 yards. 5 touchdowns he tossed last week. That gives him 14 for the season against just 4 interceptions.
Well, again, like you said, Perales is just an outstanding athlete and a great quarterback. And, you know, the way he goes is probably the way Naaman's going to go. So if he has a great game tonight, look for Naaman to be really, really effective.
He's got Derek Obie next to him, who's averaging about 5 yards per carry. And again, both of these 2 teams do it on the ground. Naaman about 221 a game on the ground, 250 for Sachse. And there's the aforementioned Derek Obie on the first play, and you see him running right into the strength of this defense. It's the front 7. Bashan Brunswick had 61 tackles coming in, 2nd on the team. He's got the 1st tonight.
Well, again, as you look at the replay here, just getting that ball to Obie here, trying to run a little inside-outside zone. And again, that Sachse defense was all over that. Made a great play there.
If you're an offensive lineman coming in, you know you're going up against maybe the best defensive front. What's your mindset coming in?
Well, you know, if I'm an offensive lineman, you know, I want to take that as a personal challenge and try to show that we can run the ball. And, you know, if I'm an offensive lineman, I'm going to tell the coach, hey, run behind me because I want to take this challenge. And so hopefully that's what Naaman Forest offensive line is going to do tonight.
You see DeVault showing blitz from the top, and it's a perfect play call against it. They run the tunnel screen to Brody Perales, his brother, and they're going to lose yards on this. And this Sachse team has come out. They wanted a fast start. They played really well the first series on defense. Xavion Williams with his 50th tackle of the year.
Well, again, they come out and run that little tunnel screen there, but again, Sachse was all over that, and boy, what a tremendous play there by that Sachse defense to tackle him for a loss.
It's one of the big keys tonight for Sachse. They wanted to get off to a hot start. They were tired of the slow starts. It seems like every week they get off to a slow start. They just can't do it and be successful in the postseason. It's 3rd and long here. Perales can run. He's got some room and a 1st down. What a scamper by Debo, and maybe a better decision to pick up 12 and a 1st.
Well, and that's the thing about Perales here. You can see he can not only do it with his arms, but he can do it with his feet. Just a great call there in terms of, you know, put that ball down and go get that 1st down. He was able to do that, and he's just a great athlete. So you're going to have to respect his ability to run the ball.
Really is. He's so smart. Coach's son. He's got his brother Brody Perales, who starts, youngster. And his brother actually at Air Force, Justin Perales, when they played in the backyard, Justin would snap it to Debo, who would throw it to Brody.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, they got a lot of athletic ability in that family. And, again, when you have the coach's son, I mean, you just look for tremendous things to happen.
And against a defensive front like Sachse, who only permits about 100 yards on the ground, to get Obi to carry the ball for 7 yards on first down, that's a big thing.
Well, yeah, I kind of dropped the ball there, but Perales was able to pick it up and get the ball to Obi. And, again, just straight ahead blocking and try to go get some yardage and was able to go get it.
Widely known as the best defensive front. Again, they've got Corey Walls back. Halloween night on Thursday night at Williams Stadium. It's 2nd down and 3. Methodical offense so far. How about the line providing Perales some time here? Late pressure. Boy, he stays in rhythm, throwing across the field, trying to make an amazing play, and does so. What a job by Perales to extend it long enough for his brother Brody to come over and nab it for a first down and a gain of 9.
Well, again, that was just Perales just being Perales, man. Just able to get away, buy time, get his eyes down the field. And then, man, what a great connection with his brother. And just an outstanding catch there by Brody Perales. Just a great play by Naaman.
And Brody Perales, a guy that's just a freshman. That guy that caught that ball on a comeback, finding the soft spot, just a freshman.
Well, kind of like you alluded to, that's some backyard stuff that you kind of see here out on the field tonight.
Absolutely. Power set here as they run a wham play, but not a whole lot. Again, it's been very stingy except for that one first down play. Derek Obi, who again averages 5 a carry, stopped at the line of scrimmage by Bashan Brunswick with a second tackle.
Again, we take a look here at the replay. Try to bring number 10 around Corey Thomas to knock that defensive lineman out of the way and try to get something. But this is a great play there by the Sachse defense.
I don't want to gloss over that his brother, Perales' brother, playing at Air Force.
Man, this is a tremendous family, and again, they do things the right way. And so, you know, him serving our country is something that you would probably believe would happen with the Perales family.
No doubt. And Jesse Perales, who's in his 6th year, if you talk to him, you know why this has become a very healthy culture at Naaman. This is a second down play and a really nice run for Obi off that right tackle position. Had the ball hung out. Was a little bit concerned about ball security, but he picks up 5 with Williams making the stop.
Yeah, just kind of looked like the ball kind of got away in terms of, you know, Debo was able to just kind of let Obi get that ball and kind of stay out of the way and probably stop the fumble from happening. So a play that maybe wasn't designed turned out to be a great play for Naaman tonight.
Another 3rd down, second of this opening drive that's consumed over 4 minutes. 3rd and 6. Rush 4, pocket clean, finds us back out of the backfield. Obi the catch and run. What a job with Sharp getting there. Aiden Sharp, who had a pick 6 last week, but couldn't deny the first down and a gain of 10.
Well, again, Perales is able to get that ball out to Kamari John, and John just made a great catch there, man. Just holding on with one hand, was able to finally secure it and tuck it away and go get a first down. Just a great play and just a fantastic catch by that young man.
John, the 5'7" junior, and got a guy shaking up there. That's Trayson Haley, who they wanted to match up with Reggie Wilson, the 6'7" guard.
Yeah, and again, it looks like Trayson kind of banged his shoulder up a little bit. I'm sure they hope to get him back as soon as they possibly can.
9th play of this opening drive, a time-consuming drive to begin. And boy, Naaman's come out and they have controlled the tempo.
Well, again, this is exactly what Naaman needs to do tonight. I mean, keep that ball away from Sachse and control that clock. And just an outstanding opening drive so far.
Obi back in at that running back position. First down and 10. Coming off the 53-13 win. They have not played a close game since that initial ball game. First down and 10 and whistles.
Timeout. Naaman Forest. That's their first charge timeout of the half.
So the Rangers want to stop the action here with 7:37 to go on the opening drive of the game. Maybe Michael Jordan. I thought for a moment that might be Dennis Rodman for a second, but no, it's Jordan, I think. Or is that Rodman with a Jordan jersey on?
Well, I think it's a combination of both. I think you got a little Jordan Rodman over there.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like Naaman was just a little bit confused on what they maybe wanted to do there. Obi didn't quite know what side he wanted to line up on. So, again, it was probably best to call a timeout, make sure everybody's on the same page.
And this Naaman Forest team knew that defensively they had to make tackles on Brendan Haygood. But if they could keep the ball away from Sachse, it was going to be advantage to this Ranger ball club.
Well, absolutely. And honestly, Scott, that's probably the best defense against Haygood is to keep him off the field.
So after the timeout, the Rangers come back out. And we knew it was going to be a good game tonight. These two teams bound for the postseason. Naaman Forest again coming off the win against North Garland, 53-13. First down and 10. Obi, nice push up front. Wilson and company going to pick up a healthy 3 yards on first down.
Yeah, just a little inside zone here, just going big on big number 78, trying to get in behind him. And again, just got 3 yards, so just a good play. Again, trying to eat that clock up a little bit and just slowly chip away and get down this field.
This Ranger team, if they win 2, they're going to be in the postseason. Did not make the playoffs last year, as Coach Perales mentioned, just kind of a bad year for them. And he said last year not making the postseason, he thought it was his fault, just a bad culture. We'll talk more about that. It's second down and 7. 5 wides of the package, and Perales, who can run, picking up just 3. Second level, doing a good job of reading it. That's Williams, Walker Williams, with a second straight stop.
Yeah, Morales gets it here, tries to bring number 10 around and kick out. Perales was able to find that opening and go get that first down. And again, like you said, Scott, he is very dangerous with his feet too.
And he leads them in rushing. Obi's a very good rusher, but Perales has 689 yards on the ground to go along with his 1,600 yards through the air. He has been a good one. They're 2 of 2 on third on this opening drive. That's consumed half the quarter. 3rd and 4. They show blitz, bring him. Perales gets hit as he throws. They go cover 0, and it works.
Yeah, they brought the blitz there, and again, Perales was able to get that ball off. And the thing about it is, like you said a little bit earlier, Scott, as we look at the replay here, Perales stands there, man, a lot of pressure. He knew it was coming, but he was still able to get that ball off and not take that sack.
And when in doubt, they do like to bring the house, and the blitz obviously affecting them. But Naaman in no man's land, they want to go for it.
Yeah, I think when you're right here, you kind of have to go for it. They've been really effective kind of controlling this ball, and so you definitely want to try to keep it and see if you can get this first down.
4th down and 4. Clean pocket, Perales, a big arm, throws in double coverage to the end zone, but overshoots Braylon Deal. Turnover on downs.
Yeah, it looked like he had Deal there for a second. Again, Perales is stepping back, looking down the field, got his eyes down the field, just a good pass, threw it deep, and looked like he had a little bit of a step, just a little bit too far out of reach for Deal to get to it. But again, just a good drive by Naaman on the opening possession.
Had a step on Jordan Nelson and also Jackson King, double coverage, but you're right. Braylon Deal, just a sophomore. They've got some youngsters, but they have some talent. And so Sachse will take it over on their own 37-yard line. Scoreless tie. What an opening drive, though, that consumes half of this first quarter. Here's Dirk Williams. Williams, 99 of 170. He's thrown for 1,287 yards. It's a Sachse offense that averages close to 40 points per game. They only give up 14 a contest. They've got the football for the first time, and it's Haygood, who ran for over 300 yards last week, but tripped up at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we look here at the replay, just giving the ball off to Haygood, kind of let him go and see what he can find. But again, good defense by Naaman. He kind of got tripped up at the line of scrimmage, and again, maybe got 1 or 2 yards out of that play.
How about 18 carries for Haygood, 380 yards and 4 touchdowns last week as they pounded South Garland 55-21. Haygood next to Dirk Williams on 2nd down and 8. Williams, soft spot in the zone, but threw it behind Santana Quinn. And it'll be 3rd down and long on the opening series for Sachse.
Yeah, Williams was just getting back here, getting set, try to get that ball out to Santana Quinn, and just a little bit out of his reach. And like you said, looking at 3rd and 8, and this is probably what Naaman would really hope to try to get them 3 and out and get that ball back.
Not a good throw right there by Williams, who came in having completed almost 60% of his passes. 3rd down and 8, big down for Naaman early in the ball game against perhaps the eventual district champion. Going to give it to Haygood, trying to get the edge. They fail to set that edge, and he's got big yardage. Across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the scamper for Haygood.
Wow, this is a tremendous effort here by Haygood. He was able to get to the outside and kind of look like number 3, Brody Perales might have had him there, but boy, Haygood was able to get around him, and once he did that, he was on the races getting down that sideline, and just a tremendous play by that young man.
Boy, Brody Perales just could not set the edge, and if you don't do it, they will make you pay an explosive play for Sachse, and they've got a man down right now around the 40-yard line. Not sure exactly who that is.
I think it's Brett Howe, the big tackle for them. Looks like he kind of hurt himself a little bit. I'm not for sure. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain there.
36-yard gain.
So a 36-yard carry for Haygood, who again, a guy that took a visit to Boise State. They know about good running backs. We'll take a break and we will continue. I beg your pardon. Let's go ahead and keep it here with 5:13 to go here in this first quarter. Brett Huff, yes, that right guard, 6'1", 330-pound junior. Hopefully it's just a stinger.
Yeah, he's walking off. He's kind of holding his arm, so hopefully, like you said, it's just a stinger and something he can maybe shake off and get back in the game. I know Sachse really doesn't want to lose that young man tonight. 5:13
to play. So first down after the first real explosive play of the game. The only real big play that Naaman had, and it was kind of workmanlike on their opening possession, was that 12-yard scamper on 3rd down and 9 for Naaman that moved the sticks. Threatening the red zone here. A little gap scheme action for Haygood, and he gets into the 3rd level. He can break tackles again down to the 12-yard line. A pickup of 15 for Haygood. He is hard to bring down. Anderson and Jones stop him.
But that's the thing about Haygood. He's very explosive and a very strong young man. Even though he's built a little low to the ground, it's hard to get a good solid hit on him, and he's able to bounce off tackles and continue to get yardage as he pounds and keeps moving his feet.
Jadon Anderson, one of the more athletic players that they have, the leader of that secondary, took the brunt of that stiff arm. They can get a first down before hitting the end zone. This time Haygood can't catch it. It was close to being a lateral.
Yeah, he tried to get that ball out to Josh Ridge there.
Pardon me, Ridge, yes.
And, you know, just was unable to make that connection.
Josh Ridge. They like to get it to him on the swing passes and the strings. He's really good after the catch. At 17 catches for 181 yards coming in. Against Sachse offensively, they've just been off to some slow starts lately. They wanted to force Naaman to throw on defense, and they really wanted to get after it with a blitz. Didn't have really much of a chance to do that, and offensively wanted to execute in the red zone. And here they are, looking at 2nd down and 10 of a scoreless tie. About 7 minutes into this ball game, and another timeout going to be called.
Sachse.
This time Sachse will burn it. It gives us a chance to take our first timeout of the ball game. A scoreless tie between two heavyweights in 9-6A here at Williams Stadium tonight. Spooky. It's chilly.
The Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
First possession of the game for the Sachse Mustangs in a scoreless tie, late first quarter. Naaman had the ball for 6 minutes to open up the game. They could not score. Buck sweep action here on 2nd down. Haygood trying to get the edge again. Naaman has had a hard time setting that edge, and he gets down inside the 10, down to the 6. A flag has come out at the line of scrimmage. Officials tonight out of the Dallas chapter.
Holding. Number 53 of the offense.
So Cam Rojas, who did not begin this year in a starter's capacity, has done a good job so far, but it's called for holding.
Yeah, try to run a little buck sweep action, pull both of the guards and try to get to that outside. And they got Cam Rojas for holding there.
That penalty's accepted. Remains second down.
So that penalty accepted. They'll march him back 10 yards. Something that Coach Perales said that they had to avoid. Could not get called for holding. This time it's Sachse that gets penalized here. Second down 20. Williams can run a little bit to the edge, decides to throw it underneath, found Quinn, somehow brought it down, and they pick up 15 to get back to the 6 to make it a 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, as you look, Williams kind of got some pressure, brought the ball down, took off running, but then was able to keep his eyes down the field. And just a great play, found Quinn open, and just a super play there by finding that young man in the opening spot.
I'm not sure that that's exactly who he was throwing to.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he kind of threw it up, and boy, hey, you know, sometimes you just throw it in the area, and man, there was Quinn, and turned out to be a great play for them.
Sachse would like to score on this, their opening drive. As Coach Behrens has mentioned, they've fallen into the habit of starting slow. Can't do that against good teams, and you got a good team tonight. Good practice for the postseason. Here is Williams again to the goal line. He's there. He's got the touchdown.
Wow, we take a look at this replay. Williams just looks downfield and tucks the ball away. And, man, he goes for that end zone, man. And him and Anderson met up. And, boy, I think right there on that play, Williams got the best of Anderson. So just a tremendous run and a great touchdown by that young man.
Both quarterbacks tonight can throw, but they can also both run. That's the 6th rushing touchdown of the year for Dirk Williams. Who had a 38-yard touchdown run against Wiley earlier this year. One of his now 6 touchdowns. Sachse to convert here to cap off a 1-for-1 opportunity. 1 possession, 1 touchdown to make it a 7-0 game. That's where we are with 3:14 to play here at Williams Stadium. Sachse looking for their 2nd straight district title on GRS TV. Happy Halloween as the Sachse Mustangs and the Naaman Forest Rangers match up here at Williams Stadium. Halloween hasn't deterred the crowd from coming out tonight. A lot of the fans coming out in support of these two teams who both should be heading to the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these guys have desires to get into the playoffs. Again, you know, Sachse's looking to get their 2nd district championship, and Naaman's looking to get into the postseason.
And really, this Naaman team all about running the football, and Sachse all about stopping the run. They do it with defense. Second opportunity for Jadon Anderson. He breaks it out left, but they swarm both on defense and special teams. And for the 2nd time, Naaman can't get to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return. That's
just great coverage by Sachse. And again, at this time of the year, you want to have all phases of your game hitting. And, man, with the great coverage by Sachse, they're able to get down there and tackle.
We mentioned Corey Walls coming back, big number 10, that defensive tackle just released Tuesday after meniscus surgery. See him, number 10 right there, right in the middle of that defensive front. And they knew that Naaman would be the biggest team that they would have seen coming in. Well, Walls, such a great player, already committed to UTSA. He's going to be a road runner.
Yeah, just a tremendous athlete. They're happy to have him back. And again, just able to hold the ground there. Good play. And so, yeah, they're very happy to have Corey Walls back at this time.
Short 1st down run for Derek Obie into the arms of Bashawn Brunswick.
Yeah, bring that number 10 back to the backside to kick out. And again, Obi was able to get up and just get a couple of yards. So again, they've been working that play, and they see something. Hopefully one of these times maybe it's going to break for them.
These two teams on a short week. See Corey Thomas motioning to that right H-back. Perales with good footwork throws a bullet underneath, but through the hands of his intended target, Xavier Williams.
Yeah, just a great pass here by Perales, and man, Williams was unable to hold on to it, but he did. Just a nice shot there in that open area, and unfortunately Williams was unable to catch that ball.
Jesse Perales, his dad, talking about how smart Debo is and how he's really progressed as a leader both on and off the field. The vocal skills to go with the leading by example. 3rd down and 8. Boy, he's got good footwork too, good balance. You can tell he's a coach's son at that quarterback spot. Gonna need a play here. They're 2 of 3 on 3rd so far. How about a bullet over the middle? Ball juggled by Brody Perales' brother. Will they call it a catch? They did call it a catch. The head linesman says yes, he got his arms under it.
Well, again, you're able to see Perales step back. Debo just a great pass to his brother. And again, when you're kind of talking about, Debo just has something about him. He has that savviness and that game experience that you can tell when you watch him play on the football field.
Sometimes he gets underneath it, doesn't quite get on top of the ball, which was kind of the case right there. But, man, he's got some zip on it, and his mechanics are as good as you will see in this district. Looks very, very good. Flip it out to the flat, ball through the hands of Corey Thomas, and that's dangerous because that could have easily been picked off by Aiden Sharp, who had a pick 6 last week.
Yeah, Aiden Sharp is around the ball, and he likes to get those interceptions and take them to the house. Again, Debo's able to throw it out here, and just a little bit too hot for Corey Thomas. But again, a very catchable ball. And like you said, Scott, sometimes on plays like that, when that ball gets away from you, the DB is right there, and man, that could be a pick 6.
We talked about the playoffs and how they didn't make it last year, talking about the culture, but boy, Debo has really helped out the culture with the attitude of this Naaman team. The culture is just built, and it's built around accountability. A rollout here for Debo. Pressure, and down he goes. Some would say a good sack, but Sean DeVault comes up with his 5th of the year, and he obliterated Debo.
Wow, this is a great play here by Sean DeVault. I mean, DeVault's the kind of guy that's always around the ball, and man, this is a tremendous hit on Debo there, and boy, just a great play by that young man.
Well, that is a big-time sack and a loss of 7 right there.
But it shows you the toughness of Debo. He got right back up and, hey, ready to go.
Well, that position's all about toughness, isn't it?
Yeah, and he definitely has toughness about him. And again, like we talked to a little bit earlier, he has a lot of toughness and just a lot of savviness about him. So he was able to get back up. But just a great play by DeVault.
I think I could read the lips of Debo. He said, Coach, you sure you don't want to run a draw play right here on 3rd down and 17? Going to take off here, and ball is tipped. Boy, the hands are so active from these guys. That was Bashawn Brunswick again making a play.
Yeah, Brunswick makes plays all over the field. I mean, he's just a tremendous athlete. Again, we look back, Debo's back, getting his eyes down the field, feet set. Then he decides to take off, but again, looks up, keeps his eyes up, going to try to hit number 3 coming across there, his brother, but unfortunately the ball was knocked down.
Fun to watch teams that are well coached, and these two teams are.
Absolutely. You can tell that they're coached, and you could see it in both of the teams. They just really play hard and have respect for the game.
Ty Belshey, who doubles as a punter, kicks this thing away. It's not returnable, down to around the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the net. So the Sachse Mustangs will try to make it 2 for 2. They scored on their opening drive just a moment ago. Starting their own 41 right here with 48 seconds to go in this first quarter on Halloween night. Naaman comes in 4-4, Sachse 7-1. Naaman's had it twice. They have turned it over on downs and punted. Sachse scoring on their opening drive. It was a 7-play, 63-yard drive capped off by the Dirk Williams 7-yard touchdown run, his 6th of the year, and so they'll have it for the 2nd time. In the Sachse team, 600 total yards of offense last week. That brought their total up to 418. They were under 400 before last week. They're over 400 on total yardage per game now.
Well, like you said, they really are coming in with a lot of offensive production.
Illegal block in the back on the return team. Be 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So legal block in the back. Instead of starting from their own 41, it'll be their own 31 here.
Yeah, he kind of snuck that flag in. I didn't see that on that play.
Block in the back on the punt right there on Sachse. Again, that's the second foul against the Mustangs. 2 against Sachse for 25 yards. None so far for Naaman. That was one of the things that Coach Perales was a little bit concerned about. Looking for some running room here. This is their number 2 back in Keandre Little, who averages 6.7 per run so far, but he only gets 2.
Yeah, Sachse changed up here and brought in Keandre Little. Gave him the ball a little bit of inside zone there. Tried to bounce to the outside, but just again, man, great tackle there by Brody Perales. So he plays both of the sides of the ball there.
That will be the end of the first quarter of action here at Williams. 2 teams going to the postseason. Take a break and we will continue on GRS TV.
Este es nuestro distrito, un distrito de legado y oportunidades. Venimos de país en país de diversas comunidades, but we come together as one. Llevamos nuestras raíces en la sangre y estamos determinados a avanzar. Aquí todos somos familia. We are family. Somos Garland ISD. Esta es nuestra marca, representando tu cultura y tu voz. Un espacio creado para nuestra gente en nuestro idioma. ¡Qué orgullo ser hispano! ¡Qué orgullo ser Garland ISD!
Sachse Mustangs looking for a win tonight to secure their 2nd district title in a row. They've been to the postseason now 13 of the last 14 seasons under 20-year head coach Red Barron's. Youngest team in the district, and they were down 7-0 early last week, and all they did was score 33 unanswered points to win that ball game over South Garland 55-21, and they really felt like they were a little bit rusty coming off the bye week. You just never know how a team is going to react to that, and it took them a while to get going.
Yeah, it took them a little bit, but once they got going, like you said, their offense is just a really potent offense, and they were able to get things going for them.
2nd and 8, Brendan Haygood, who ran for almost 400 yards last week, slips, gets 3, and it's 3rd and 5.
Again, just trying to get behind number 65. Haygood is able to go, but he kind of slipped there, like you said, and kind of lost his foot. Kind of looked like he had a little bit more than what he got there. But he still got 5 yards.
Yeah, and the cold front blew in. You wonder if maybe there's some moisture developing on the turf.
Well, you know, you never know. There's a little wet spot maybe.
3rd and 5, off coverage. They give him that. Khalid Lockett will take full advantage. He's going to Texas, one of the top receivers in the state, and picks up 14 yards.
Yeah, again, Williams is able to get back, find Khalid Lockett on the side. You want to get the ball to your big-time receiver and see if he can go make people miss. And, you know, if you play back off of him, that's pretty easy catch for that young man.
Playing off of him, and he's used to getting double-teamed, sometimes triple-teamed. And Khalid Lockett making his first grab of the night, his 37th catch of the year. 530 yards so far of receiving yards. Boy, Haygood got slowed up, but he can keep his balance. It takes a team to get him, and picks up 9. And it took 2. 2 Rangers had to grab him.
Well, again, just a little inside zone here, big on big, and man, just let Haygood go and do what he does. And like we said earlier, he runs so hard and he's so powerful. It takes you got to be wrapped him up and have a sure tackle to bring that young man down.
They slowed him down. I'd say 9 out of 10 backs would have fallen down with those guys slowing him up, but not Haygood.
No, he has tremendous balance, and again, he was able to show that on that play.
2nd and 9, they throw to fade to Quinn, but a little bit too strong.
Yeah, they had a free play there, so you might as well take the shot. I think we had Naaman offsides.
Defense, number 0, 5-yard penalty, replay, 1st down.
So a free play right there, and that's the first penalty against Naaman tonight.
Yeah, they had Robinson offsides there, and so again, Sachse was able to just take a free play.
Of the penalty, 1st down.
And just take a shot and see what you come up with. So, you know, again, just smart by Williams there to go on and just take a shot and see what happens.
It was going to be a physical game tonight, just like it was against Wiley East when they won by 2, 19-17. And just like it was against Coppell when they lost 31-10, but have since ripped off 7 wins. Go to the edge, a lot of room here. This is Zion Bonner on 1st and 10, picks up another explosive play. They get 13 this time. Stretch the defense. Braylon Deal had to track him down.
Yeah, Zion Bonner here, just a tremendous play, was able to get back on the side, tuck that ball away, got down the field, and man, went and got the first down. Just a well-designed play there and a well-executed play there by Sachse on that play.
Getting Lockett and Bonner involved on this drive.
Absolutely. And again, you know, they have great receivers on the outside. So, you know, again, Williams is able to spread that ball around. Coming back here with the counter, trying to get Haygood off. And, man, he's able to read that block and get to the outside.
And Haygood getting to the outside again. And what a block by Khalik Lockett, getting all the way down inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. Again, we look at the play here. Got the backside tackle and guard coming around. Haygood read off the block. And then, again, what you really want to see with your receivers, and this a tremendous job there by Lockett, is the willingness to block. And, man, that's big time right there. And that's what a lot of college coaches like to see. Is you just don't only want to catch the ball, but you're going to block too. And just a great play there by that young man.
Haygood for 19. Sachse very methodical tonight, mixing in some explosive plays. Hey, if it works once, let's do it again. This time they force him to cut back. No support, and it's a 7-yard touchdown run for Haygood. Brendan Haygood with his 15th rushing touchdown of the year.
Again, come back right with the same play. And, again, just a well-executed play. I mean, if it works once, let's come back and do it again. Like you said, methodically, just working their way down the field and was able to get in for that touchdown.
It's the first time in more than a month that these Sachse Mustangs have come out firing on all cylinders, making certain that they take control of the game. And they're doing all of this as we see Josh Weston put it through after Naaman snapped the football over 10 times and consumed 6 minutes of the first quarter clock. So it was a good start for Naaman, even though they didn't score. But Sachse has bounced back and scored 14 in a row, just like they did last week, and falling behind in last week's ball game, but yet scoring 33 unanswered in that one.
Well, again, I mean, it sometimes seems like when Sachse gets behind, they start to get that fire lit up under them.
Yeah.
And then they start to get things going. Again, I thought Naaman did exactly what they needed to do, try to control that clock, try to control that ball. But again, we see how potent Sachse's offense can be when they do get the ball.
We're a little bit concerned that Naaman's line was going to be big. Again, their right guard, Naaman's right guard, 6'7", 340. We've already talked about him, and that's Reggie Wilson, 6'7", 340, big number 78 at that right guard position. But Sachse has come out and they have looked good on offense, and it's been very, very difficult to get them behind the chains. Every play has either been explosive or it's at least been 3 or 4 yards. They've methodically ripped off 14 to start.
Well, yeah, they methodically just march down the field. And again, when you have a good player like Haygood and you know that offensive line can get into and get one-on-one blocks, and you just basically try to let him see what he can do as far as maybe picking an opening or finding an opening, and he's just such a tremendous runner. And so Sachse knows that they have the potential to score at any time.
You know, and this really is what Naaman has been built for. This is a Naaman team that has a much better culture, as this kick will go in and out of the end zone. And Jesse Perales feels like that they're building something special at Naaman. If they win 2, if they can win tonight and win next week, they've got a chance to go into the postseason. They didn't make the playoffs last year. And last year, they really felt like it was 80% discipline, 20% football. This year, for Naaman, it's 10% having to mess with discipline and 90% coaching football, and that's a lot better ratio for a coach.
Oh, absolutely. And Coach Perales is a no-nonsense type of coach. You know, he knows how to do things right. You can see it in the tremendous numbers that Naaman is getting out for the football program. And so, believe me, Coach Perales got this thing going in the right direction.
Perales 4 of 9, but they'll keep it on the ground. That was going to be the plan. They knew that they needed to get 3 or 4 yards on first down runs tonight consistently to have a chance. Derek Obi, though, this time stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 10 yards.
Well, Sean DeVault's had a very good first half. Makes another stop.
Well, and DeVault is all over the field. That guy just loves to go hit.
Yes, big hitter. 85 tackles coming in. He's made 4 already. A sack tonight. Had 17 tackles for a loss for DeVault. Stretch play into the boundary. Boy, Obi breaks a tackle, showing some good balance. Trying to get those pads square to the line of scrimmage. Getting 3 with a flag coming in.
Yeah, Obi was kind of able to get outside a little bit, but again, we have a flag here on this play.
Ty Mitchell tonight's official.
Personal foul, face mask, number 34 of the defense. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Yeah, they got Walker Williams on that. We'll see right here. He comes across, and yeah, I got him right there. Just trying to make a tackle. Just a good effort, but unfortunately was able to grab that face mask, and that's going to be a penalty every time.
It's a third penalty against Sachse's second of the 15-yard variety here in the first half.
Well, yeah, you know, again, like you said, Sachse, wow, boy, look at them swarm right there. There's all, it looks like the whole team there is on that play.
And they go with a power set, but it also brings defenders into the box.
Yeah, and it seems like, you know, Sachse probably has film study on that. Again, we'll look at the replay here. Brought everybody inside. They brought in number big 85 to come back in that H-back set, or that power set, I'm sorry. And, boy, I tell you what, the way Sachse responded to that, you can tell they've seen that on the film.
Yeah, and how about Josh Osakwe, number 90 down there, getting better each week. The senior, 6'1", 255, getting, boy, starter snaps. Talk about a hard 5 yards here. This is nice as Rashawn Brunswick makes the tackle. They're going to give him 6. But Obi churning out the yards. This offensive line being put to the test. They're using their size.
Yeah, and again, they brought number 85 back there as a power back set. Again, just trying to run some power and get behind him. And, you know, good blocking there by that Naaman Forest offensive line, and was able to go get 6 yards. So, again, just a good-looking play, and, you know, they were able to get to 3rd and 4.
A big blocking back is senior Deshaun Bird, who's 5'11", 245 pounds. 3rd down, 4 at midfield. They'd love to have a score here to get back in this ball game. But anytime there's a hole there, it closes quickly. 5, 6, 7 guys around the football, including Trayshawn Haley, who may be their best lineman.
Wow, just a good play there. Wow, this not nowhere to really go, nowhere to run. I mean, you know, you got number 92 there, Trayshawn Haley making a great play. And boy, I tell you what, we already knew that Sachse front line is going to be the defensive front is going to be pretty hard to run against.
Now it's 4th and 2, but we mentioned Haley, and Haley being forced into the starting lineup, sort of baptism by fire there, the young sophomore. But man, as he stepped up this year, that was a very nice stop to force the punt.
Yeah, and like you said, he's been getting really good game time experience, and he's showing that he's capable of doing it.
Belshie with a returnable kick this time. Up the far sideline, here's Keandre Little, who's their number 2 running back. Nice return across the 40. Boy, everything going Sachse's way here, and nothing real fancy. We mentioned that this is not the Sachse team of old. The Sachse team that had Alex Orji at that quarterback position that we saw would throw the ball around all over the place. This is a much different Sachse team that averages 250 on the ground and 168 through the air. Some would say a healthier ratio.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you come out, you can run the ball, you can throw the ball, and so, you know, you have a balanced attack. And so it's really hard to prepare for a team like that because you stop one dimension of the game and then they're able to go and use the other dimension of the game.
Kirk Williams on first down gives it to Haygood, who's had another great night after almost 400 yards on the ground last week. He keeps those feet moving, and man, is he good. And we mentioned that Boise State taking a look at this guy. And again, they know a lot about running backs, as they've got some guys that right now are making some headlines.
Oh, absolutely. And again, just a great block there by Aiden Pierce. Haygood was able to get behind him, and man, he got behind that big lineman's block. And again, Pierce just a great block and able to go get yardage. And like you kind of said, Scott, Boise knows what to do with running backs. They got a great running back right now. I think actually, forget the young man's name, but I think he's leading the nation in rushing right now.
He is. Ashton Chinty, who actually played here in the Metroplex at Lone Star in his prep days. This is to Haygood here. He's had very good fortune getting it to the edge, but this time, for the first time, they stretch him out. No gain. Nice job stretching it out there by Brody Perales.
Well, again, they was able to stretch that out, and I'm being impressed with Brody Perales. He plays both sides of the ball, and again, he was able to stretch him out. Just tremendous effort there. Hold on, and again, just a great effort there by that young man. And so, you know, Naaman does have, you know, one to maybe six, I'm sorry, about 6 players that play both sides of the ball. So, you know, again, that was something that they feel would help them have the opportunity to be in ball games.
And he plays both sides of the ball. And if you play for Naaman, they make you choose a position both sides of the ball. But Perales, again, Jesse Perales' son, the head coach's son, he loves to tackle. And above everything else, you got to do that to play great defense. This is Williams being flushed on 3rd down and 4. They got him this time. What a job tracking him down. That was the Mike linebacker, Ali Vincent.
Wow, just a tremendous play by Ali Vincent, man. Just to stay on top and just keep coming, and actually just turned it on and was able to get there and get Williams. And just here he comes right there. Just tremendous effort, and boy, just a great play. Man, one of the coaches got rolled up over there. I hope he's okay. Got to pay attention on the sideline a little bit.
Absolutely do. Ali Vincent with his 6th sack of the year. Talk about a vocal leader. This guy Vincent can do it.
Just a great play to force Sachse to have the punt. That's what Naaman needs to get, some 3 and outs, and maybe keep Sachse from having that ball.
4th and 12, first time that Sachse's been stopped tonight. They scored 2 touchdowns and now had to punt the football. Is pretty good kick by Aiden Sharp.
Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Back it up 5 yards, make him do it again.
Well, again, this is what Naaman needed to have happen. Just, you know, get in and get a stop and maybe get that ball back. I mean, again, they're not out of this game. It's 14-0, so if they can come down and maybe get a quick score, they'll be right back in this thing.
Aiden Sharp punting this football. Braylon Deal back deep. This is a wild snap. He had to get rid of it. And a really good kick, considering the pressure, that's not returnable. 33 yards on the net, and I don't know that you can ask for much better than that considering the snap.
Yeah, I don't know how you can get much better than that. I mean, you know, the snap was really high, and boy, Aiden Sharp was able to get over there and just made a great play by it, being able to get that punt off, and again, got a little bit of a roll there, and wow, I don't know how you could ask for anything much better than that.
And got to give credit to this Naaman defense. I didn't know if they were going to be able to get him off the field.
Well, and again, you know, they were able to get that stop, and that's something you had to try to build on. We got 1 stop. Let's get 2 stops, and if we can get 3 stops. And the funny thing, Scott, if you get maybe about 4 stops in this whole game, you might have a chance to keep yourself in this game.
You can kind of see the shoulder pads uplifting, the confidence kind of building, too, for the Rangers as they did that. Debo Perales with a good start tonight, 4 of 9 for 40 yards here. And again, they have struggled to run the football on first downs, the last 3 or 4 first downs. Only 2 yards here for Derek Obey.
Again, we kind of talked about how good that defensive front is for Sachse, and so, you know, Obey was able to get the ball, but unfortunately, you know, that defensive front is really, really stout and didn't really get that much yardage there on that play.
2nd down and 8 coming up. Mentioned Red Barons, Mark Red Barons, the head coach for Sachse. Jesse Perales knows about winning. They didn't go to the postseason last year. That was the first time in 19 years that he had not taken one of his teams to the postseason. Started his career in El Paso, I do believe, and now here he is in the Metroplex. 2nd down, and how about Perales sliding in the pocket, extending the play, picking up positive yards when most guys in this district would get thrown for a loss, and he shows some leaping ability there at the end.
Yeah, he's probably could be a track hurdler as athletic as he is, but again, able to buy time, just using his athletic ability, keeping his eye down the field, and then, man, just able to go get some positive yardage, like you said, out of something that probably looked like it would be ended up being no positive yards.
Senior linebacker Anthony Okoye taking a stiff arm there at the end. 3rd down. They're 2 of 4 on 3rd so far. You love the leadership that Debo Perales has been playing with tonight. Again, he can run it, he can throw it. 3rd down, quarterback draw all the way. Nice cutback, and he's right at the stick. Well, he got hit hard by Sean DeVault, who's had a great first half.
Well, yeah, there's DeVault again, and we know he likes to come up and hit. Boy, just, again, a quarterback draw, a quarterback lead. Boy, here comes DeVault. Just a tremendous hit on Debo right there.
Hit him hard, but slowed by Corey Walls, who's just back this week after the meniscus surgery.
Yeah, it's amazing that he was able to come back this quick and be able to play. And again, boy, that only bodes well for Sachse's defense. And Corey Walls is a great defensive lineman, and so they're really going to be happy about having him back and what he can bring.
And this day and age, unusual to see him line up and punt right here. I know that they're at their own 41. A lot of teams would line up and go for it. And they're going to run the fake. Look out. He's got the 1st down. But we've got a flag down, which everybody said.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
Oh, man, that was just too bad for Naaman right there because, boy, they had exactly what they wanted, and just a great play call over there by the coaches, unfortunately, man.
Yeah, and the problem is when you go for the fake right there, everybody expecting it, and you're almost better off keeping your offense out there to avoid operation mishaps like a delay of game.
Yeah, I mean, you know, had the right call, and again, you know, unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, but boy, what a chance to maybe get that 1st down, and unfortunately, it was an offsides on that play.
However, they get 60 yards on the exchange, and who's to say if they go for it conventionally, they don't get stuffed. So maybe it did work out for them, but we've got another flag down. Sideline warning, perhaps? Like it might be. Jesse Perales being explained here by Ty Mitchell. But how about that exchange here? They're going to have to start inside their own 5.
Well, I mean, if you had to have it turn out the way that it just did, I mean, again, what a tremendous flip on the field. And like you said, looks like, are they bringing it back here?
We have an illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield on the kicking team. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
Boy, that is ticky-tack, and that is Jesse Perales not very happy with what might be the most consequential penalty they've had maybe the entire district schedule.
Yeah, I mean, wow. I didn't see it, but I guess, you know, obviously the refs did. I mean, we're looking here. They're saying 5 men in the backfield.
Yeah, are they saying that left split end is not on the line of scrimmage? He's checking with the official there. I can't imagine he wasn't helped out by the official. I can't believe the flag came out.
Yeah.
I would almost put that on the official.
Yeah, I mean, because, you know, you had such a tremendous punt. Now, boy, you backed up, and now see what happens here.
Man, I can't believe that. Gets it away. Ball's on the ground. Sachse covers it up, and everybody can breathe again.
Wow. Just, you know, you go from a punt to a punt, and then you get it backed up, and then now you get a punt, and then we almost seen a fumble. And, boy, what a big difference on that play. And you can see how one call can change the game. But Sachse was very lucky to get that ball back.
Boy, very lucky. Landon Williams was there, just couldn't quite get down on time.
Right. Chase Thomas was able to pull that ball in for Sachse. And so, boy, Sachse avoided a big consequence there.
Yeah, and you go from trying to run the clock out, if you're Sachse, to now you're going to be hunting for some points.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You can bet Sachse's going to try to go down and score here. And the thing is, you know, with 2:45, you have enough time to do that.
Got plenty of time. You've got 2 timeouts. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Eric Williams got plenty of time to change the play. 10 seconds on the play clock. And Sachse has scored on 2 of their 3 drives. Touchdown, punt so far. How about Haygood slow playing it here? Gets to full acceleration, breaking tackles down to the 40. Does this guy know how to run the football? 18 more for Haygood.
Again, they come back with the same play, and, man, they love running behind Aiden Pierce. Pierce just does a great job. Haygood has the patience to stay in behind him and then just pops out. And, man, just a excellent, well-run play there.
1st and 10, off coverage again. This time they find Lockett. Every time he's caught a ball tonight, just his second, but it's been off coverage and almost a free 10 yards. He's that explosive. They'll take it. Troy Williams in coverage.
Yeah, again, Williams is able to get back and able to get the ball out to Lockett. And like you said, they're staying back off of him. They respect him. And, you know, by giving him that much room, he's going to be able to make that catch every time. And I guess, you know, you don't really want him to beat you over the top.
Again, the Texas commit, they're already down to the 30. Time not really of the essence here. Here's Lockett again. Again, when you're playing that far off, you're just giving him yardage. They'll give him 7 here. Sort of a bend but don't break principle.
Yeah, again, came right back with the same play. I mean, obviously they see that, you know, they're giving him a lot of cushion there and just stayed right with the same play.
Perhaps an injury timeout here. Yeah, they're going to maybe Lockett that is shaken up a bit.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of got, you know, I don't know if it was clothesline, but he kind of got hit up in the top of his helmet here. We'll take a look at the replay here. Catches the ball, comes, he slides as he starts to come. Player comes towards him, and again, just kind of got awkward there on his neck. I don't think the young man really meant to grab his neck, but kind of, you know, grabbed it, kind of maybe jerked it or you know, twisted it a little bit. Hopefully he'll be okay.
He's got great ball skills, tremendous quickness, but they're just playing catch and rally against him. That obviously is the game plan.
Right.
Can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. And you're going to contain him, but you're going to give up some 5 here, 7 here, 10 here, a catch and run. And I guess you'll just take your chances with a guy like that.
Yeah, because you do fear the fact that he can get over the top on you and, again, make a big explosive play and take it to the house. So, again, if you can keep him in front of him, you do have a chance to tackle him at least. You hope.
It's actually trying to make it a 3-score game. 137 total yards tonight. Haygood's got 88 of them on 7 carries already. Here's number 8. Boy, nice defense there. Boy, great defensive end play. Ty Belshie over there with 2. The outside linebacker. Belshie was there, and so was Robinson.
Yeah, it looks like Robinson and Belshie were there, and just a great play by that Naaman Forest defense. Again, boy, if you can maybe get here and stop Sachse from getting any type of touchdown or anything, boy, you had to consider that a win.
Crucial. 3rd down here. Going to give Haygood a shot. Cut back and run down from behind by Roderick Smith, who makes his first stop of the game.
Yeah, just an awesome play there by Roderick Smith. Again, gave it to Haygood. He's been racking up yardage, but boy, just a great job by Roderick Smith to come in there and make that tackle for
That's
a loss.
Roddy. Well, they expect him to play at the next level, maybe the Division II level somewhere. Came to him as a sophomore, moved in from Mississippi. Oh, he has been good, and he's got a high motor. Good play right there on 3rd down.
Yeah, that was just a good play there, and a good. He looks the part, so like you said, maybe there's more football in that young man's future.
Well, kind of a throwback player. It's 4th down here. A timeout going to be called. But Roderick Smith, a throwback player. He's got that thick Southern accent. He's from Mississippi. They love to hear him talk. He loves to go fishing.
But there you go, man. You like to go fish and get some of those fish. And boy, I tell you what.
You a big fisherman?
You know, I'll go here and there. I mean, honestly, I hate taking the fish off the hook.
How many years? You've never been fishing?
No, I fish.
Oh, okay.
Scott, I'm just being funny. You know, I'm not.
You seem like more of a noodler to me.
Yeah, I like to get in there and put my hand all the way in that catfish's mouth and pull him on out.
I can see you do that. I bet some of those kids walking the hall can see you doing that too.
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you.
The enforcer, Roman the enforcer.
Well, hey, our kids are south for good, so I don't have to worry about that.
Hey, how about a 44-yard attempt coming up now? Sachse will give Josh Weston a chance. He's got the leg.
Yeah, and again, you can't blame him trying to get something here at the end of the quarter. I was wondering why they called the timeout, but then again, this is the reason why, just to maybe get this set up and give this young man the best chance he can have at this field goal.
Extreme right hash. Not much wind tonight. What wind is blowing is at his face here, right at him. Sticking into the slight breeze from 44. Oh, he's got the leg. What a kick.
Wow.
44 yards to make it 17-0.
Wow.
Josh Weston.
That was a spectacular kick. And again, you know, hey, why not practice it and see if you can do it? Because you kind of setting yourself up maybe later on for a playoff run, and you might need something like that to win a ball game.
Well, that came out clean off contact, didn't it?
Yeah, it was just a good, solid kick. And that young man showed that he had more than enough leg. And again, you know, I think you're kind of preparing yourself maybe, you know, for something further down into the playoff season. And, you know, these games could get tight maybe then, and you might need to get a good kick.
What a great bit of analysis right there, Roman. You're so right about that because, you know, this Sachse team, they want to go deep into the postseason. You know, the deepest they've been, they got 3 rounds deep a few years back and just could not quite best that 3rd round. As you know, we talked about their program success, 9 straight playoff appearances, 12 playoff berths the last 13 years. This will be their 7th district championship should they secure the victory tonight. They were district champions last year. They won every game last year by at least 13 points. But in situations like this, it's so critical to give these special teams players a shot because you're right. You don't want them to have to go a month and a half since their last field goal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, I think that's, you know, shows the coaching over there with Coach Barron, you know, give this young man a chance to kick a pretty far field goal and see if he has the ability to do it.
Such a promising start for Naaman. They began on their own 17 on the opening drive, ripped off 10 plays, and then they end up turning it over on downs. And I thought it was such a great start. I'm a little bit surprised to see such a lopsided score, 17-0, but Sachse has come out, and I don't want to say they've been flawless because they've committed a few penalties, but they've been very, very workmanlike, and they have executed from the word go tonight. That was one of the keys for Mark Red Barons, their head coach, coming in.
Well, absolutely, and like you said, Sachse's been very methodic. You know, again, like we said, we thought Naaman came out and did exactly what they needed to do. They controlled the ball. They ate up some clock. But again, Sachse is so efficient, and when you got a running back like Haygood back there, you can potentially score at any time.
Timeout, Naaman Forest.
So Debo Perales comes out. You look at his numbers so far. Quarterback thrown for just 33 yards, 4 of 9, but he's a lot better than those numbers indicate.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, the thing about Debo, he's just a winner, a tremendous athlete. And, you know, like I said a little bit earlier, I'm impressed with the fact that he has a savviness about him that eludes when you see him out on the field. He has a confidence in him that you had to have when you play quarterback.
You know, and this staff, as you see the Naaman staff there mixed in with the players, they've got a new offensive coordinator in Ruben Torres. You can see him there. He's from Marlin, Texas. Coach Torres. He's brought a new offensive system in that has allowed them to run some RPO. They like to run the inside zone, as you talked about, but they'll run some gap scheme too. But sometimes, you know, it's good, as you see Jesse Perales there, it's good to bring in some new blood.
Yeah, sometimes you just need something new. I mean, again, you can kind of always tell Naaman was probably one of those programs that was just very close to getting over the top and having a lot of success. And so, again, maybe bringing some new blood in might be that key you need to get over that exact top to get where you want to go.
Motion Jadon Anderson, give it to him. And Bashan Brunswick fittingly finishes this first half on defense with yet another tackle, his 5th already in the first 24 minutes. And the Sachse Mustangs come out, they execute, they play great defense. They scored their first 2 drives, and they take a 17-0 lead into the break on Halloween night. The Mustangs looking for their 2nd straight district title on GRS TV.
Helen. Our First Lieutenant, Jennifer Wynn. And the lady in the pig costume, your swingster captain, Hayden Nicole Gibson. Tonight, the swingsters will be performing a palm routine to Fireball. Sachse High School Mustang Band is proud to present for your halftime entertainment our entire 2024 UIL contest show, Way Out West. Tonight, under the field direction of Lily Alvis, Natalie Dico, Samantha Joe, Josh Afra, and Chloe Rex, the band will perform music from The Hateful Eight, The Mandalorian, Bon Jovi's Dead or Alive, the theme from Yellowstone, Westworld, and Bravestone's Two Steps from Hell. Directing the Mustang Band are the great Holly Taylor, Brett Ryan, Taitu Wynn, and Garrett Tucker. The color guard director is Tyler Bates, and the color guard tech is Tyler Hicks. The band would like to thank the band boosters, Sachse High School, and the GISD administration for all their help and support this year. The Mustang Band's section of the week is a Contra section. Contra leadership includes floating captain Ocean Dixon, section leaders Nathan Bickerstaff, and Rodney Berdraven. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your Sachse High School Mustang Band. A special thank you to Joseph Figarelli, GISD Director of Fine Arts, Shay Krill, Principal of Sachse High School, and Dr. Ricardo Lopez, GISD Superintendent of Schools. On behalf of the Mustang Band, we thank you.
Ranger Band, playing their 2024 Field Show Latin Quarter Club, featuring original music by Ryan Adamson.
When the sun goes down and the lights shine bright, the city buzzes with energy.
A venue sits in the center of the action. It's a place for one and all, and to celebrate, chatter, and above all, dance.
So now, the Ranger Band invites you to join the fun. Sit back, you can, and take in the cha-cha, groove to the band, slide to the tango, and clap to the clave. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Latin
Cheerleader of the Week, Amber Torres.
For over 20 years, I've been a proud spokesperson for accident and injury chiropractic and pro treatment. Because the pro treatment has worked for me, my family, friends, and tens of thousands of individuals just like you. You need to hear a chiropractor. You need to get professional care you deserve. You need to assist on accident and injury chiropractic. Don't settle for anything less.
GPNL, always there when you need us.
Chilly night here at Williams Stadium. Sachse and Naaman as the Sachse Mustangs looking for a district championship. They will secure it with a win. They are 24 minutes away. They've got a 17-0 lead. And I'm not sure what has looked better, their offense or their defense tonight. And they've had some slow starts, but not tonight. Look at the first half highlights tonight. These two teams came out ready to go. Both of them destined for the postseason. It's been spooky for some and wild for others. Now the Sachse Mustangs coming out and they use the legs. Dirk Williams punching it in for the 6th time this year to take the 7-0 lead. Sachse Mustangs were not done. Haygood on the second possession of the half, taking it in and punching it in himself, his 15th rushing touchdown. And then we saw the 44-yard leg of Josh Weston completing a perfect first half. Man, was that a good-looking kick. A long one and a good one. And the Sachse Mustangs joyful after the first 24 minutes. I'm sure a nice talk at halftime. And they will have the football to open up this second half. So Sachse, who had 166 first half yards, limiting Naaman Forest to 78 with a chance to go on offense. Now for the 4th, make it the 5th time of the game. They had 4 offensive possessions in that first half, scored on 3 of the 4. Dirk Williams with Haygood right next to him. He had over 100 first half yards. Limited here, though, on first down.
Yeah, they're trying to come back with that same play they kind of ran earlier today, getting behind Big Aiden Pierce and just trying to see if they can get some yardage. Again, they had success with that in the first half, so they kind of came back with that same play.
Yeah, Brendan Haygood, senior, 5'9", 185. Again, 380 yards last week on just 18 carries. Man, was he effective. So hard to tackle. And he really puts pressure on the defense. And here he goes into the 3rd level. He takes 3 steps. He's got 10, 11 yards practically. Picks up 9 here. Roderick Smith makes the stop.
Again, just give it to him big on big and just let Haygood try to see what he can find. And, boy, if he finds any kind of little crease or anything, man, he could be off to the races.
He has been locked in lately. Just continues to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. Just gets better. And, you know, you could tell he probably has a tremendous work ethic. And, you know, you could probably give him the ball 30 times a game and he would still be fresh at the end of the game.
9 yards per carry. Williams going to the edge and finds Braden Watkins for the first time. Makes a man miss. Gets a first down. 13 more. That's the cornerback, Devon Washington, that gets credit for the stop.
Yeah, Williams is back. Able to find Watkins. Just a good catch by Watkins. Tucks the ball away, secure it, go get extra yardage. Just a good catch by Watkins out there.
Watkins with his 15th catch of the year, 33 yards now of receiving yards. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. They have been hard to stop tonight. Quick toss into the boundary. Watkins again. How about 2 for 2 on the drive? 2 targets in a row. Picks up 7 more. Gang tackle. Troy Williams leading the way for the Rangers.
Yeah, again, this kind of coming back with the same play, just going back to the opposite side. Is able to find Watkins there. Just a good catch, man. Had to go up and get it a little bit, but brought that ball down, secured it, and 2 for 2 there.
Pick up 7, 2nd down, 3.
2nd down, 3 coming up now for Sachse. Williams steps up. 1 man to beat. He's got it. Has the edge. Has the 1st down. And picks up 6 more. Good block by Kalik Lockett on the side.
Yeah, Williams drops back. He looks. He sees nothing. He kind of takes off. And kind of crazy there, but Josh Ridge just got his body in front of his guy just enough to allow him to get around and get that 1st down.
Josh Ridge. Talk about him being great after the catch. It all starts with being a good blocker. You can't block. You can't play wide receiver. These guys are well coached. They're pressing the edges. This time we see Santana Quinn to the near side and getting pressed. They didn't do a lot of that. Let's lock it up top. Zone coverage being shown. Haygood swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd tackle for a loss for this defense. 1st for Courtney Jones, his 5th of the year.
Yeah, Brendan Haygood's trying to be patient there, but man, just a great play by Courtney Jones, was able to come off that end and just get a good tackle there for loss. And this is what Naaman needs. They need to get some stops here to try to see if they can maybe get Sachse out of here, 3 and out, maybe, and get that ball back and get themselves back in the game.
Seen Ali Vincent make a couple of good plays in that 2nd level. Courtney Jones and Ali Vincent kind of push each other. An iron sharpening iron method.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd down and 12. Williams to the edge again. This is Haygood. Get him some space. He's dangerous. And picks up a 1st down. Picking up 14 more. Rather, Josh Ridge.
Yeah, they brought Josh Ridge in motion, brought him back around to this left side. And boy, just a good pass by Dirk Williams out to him. And man, Josh Ridge was able to tuck that ball away and go get some good yards and get that 1st down. Just a good looking play. And again, you know, the thing about Williams, he will spread that ball around.
You know, Ridge not elite, but really explosive. They really like to get him the football and let him go to work, get guys on an island. Keandre Little lined up at running back. They fake it to him. For the 3rd time on the drive, get it to Watkins. Watkins showing some ability to get yards after the catch, turning the corner with Troy Williams bumping him out of bounds. 13 more.
Again, that line Watkins up in the backfield and then bring him out. And no one really picked him up. Just a great catch by that young man and was able to go get some yards. And, you know, I've been impressed with the way Williams has kind of spread that ball around between, you know, Watkins, between Lockett, between Quinn. And so he does have some weapons to go to.
9th play of the drive for Sachse. This is kind of how they opened the 1st half on their 1st possession when they scored the touchdown. And they have scored on 3 of 4 drives so far. This is their 5th of the game. 21 personnel here and an option look. Williams strung out this time.
Yeah, they come with this 2-back set, and they try to run a little option into the sideline there. And I don't really know what Williams was doing right there. I thought maybe he had maybe Haygood, but boy, that could have been costly there.
First time they've run that tonight.
Yeah, it was. They kind of ran that out of that 2-back set. And again, you know, was running that option into the boundary. And like I said, Williams was kind of going out of bounds. And I think he thought maybe he had a chance to get that ball to Haygood, but boy, just kind of don't want to take that risk there.
And you would think against the best team in the district, you would have to have a stop this time. Blockers out in front of Keandre Little to the pylon. Out of bounds, a little bit short. Jaden Anderson stopped him shy of the goal line.
Wow, this is a good-looking play in here. And we talk about, you know, Brandon Haygood running the ball, but, man, what a tremendous lead block he did right there. This is a fantastic block and leading his teammate around. And boy, he not only runs the ball, but he'll block too.
Sachse has been a well-oiled machine. They didn't have the great yardage total at the end of the first half, 168, but yet still somewhat workmanlike because their defense has been so good. Haygood's back in there at that running back spot. They give it to him. One cut. He's into the end zone. And I think the play was stopped.
Sachse. That's their first of the half.
So they did call the timeout before the snap.
Called their first timeout in the second half. 2 remaining.
Yeah, Sachse called that timeout. I don't know what they maybe saw on that. I mean, it looked like they had kind of what they wanted. But nonetheless, timeout and maybe regroup. And wouldn't be surprised if they came back with the same play.
That's been a real good-looking drive that began on their own 25-yard line. 11th play of the drive coming up. And Halloween here at Williams Stadium. But it's actually feeling as though the offensive line playing as well as it has the entire year. This is the time of the year where you want everybody to start gelling.
Yeah, this is the time of year where, you don't want the unnecessary penalties. You want to be able to come out and be consistent. Like you said, kind of methodically work your way down the field, not losing the ball or anything, turning over the ball and eat up some clock, and then methodically go down and get a score. And it looks like Sachse's doing that right now.
And I thought they responded well, too, after they only beat Wiley East by 2 3 weeks ago, 19-17. I thought they did a good job of responding after they turned the ball over 5 times in that ball game. They came back and hammered North Garland 63-7 and then beat South 55-21. So got to be able to handle success, too.
Absolutely.
Little, the handoff, tackle from behind. Almost as if they knew it was coming. Ali Vincent's had a very good game, tackling for a loss.
Yeah, this is a great play by Ali Vincent. Again, try to give it to Little. And this another awesome play by Ali Vincent to come in and get that tackle for loss.
Ali Vincent, a vocal leader for this team. And we talked about several D2 offers so far. Kind of a throwback player. Tough kid.
Yeah, he is. And he looks good in his uniform. And he plays behind his pads, and he'll get after you.
Only knows one speed. It's second down and goal. They go to the air. Juggled. Did he bring it down? Yes, he did. Touchdown. What a catch. Maybe a better throw. But that's timing all the way on the fade. Santana Quinn with his 4th touchdown reception of the year.
Yeah, Williams steps back there, kind of brought a little pressure there, but boy, he was able to get that ball out there. Just a great pass, terrific pass, and just an incredible catch there by number 4, Santana Quinn. And boy, just a good looking play all the way around.
Sachse Mustangs have had it on go tonight. They have not let up. Josh Weston, who kicked a 44-yarder to end that first half, bangs it through. 6:49 to play in this third quarter. It has been anything but spooky tonight for the Sachse Mustangs, who are out in front 24-0 on Halloween here at Williams. Plays 75 yards in 5:11 as the Sachse Mustangs hoping for a district championship. They came in with a game lead over Wiley East, and Wiley were tied for second in district competition here at 9-6A. And this is a Sachse team that won the district last year. We'll take a look at the standings here in just a moment after the kickoff. Got a chance for a return, but they call the fair catch, and so the Mustangs will have it from their own 25-yard line. Arzavius Williams with the fair catch. 6:49 to go. Yeah, the district standings sort of shaping up. You got a tie in that second spot, a tie for the fourth position with Garland and Naaman. Again, this Naaman team knew that it needed to win a couple to secure that playoff berth. Still have a chance, but they've got some work to do. And I'm not sure what ESPN has this game right now in terms of percent chance for Sachse to win, but it's got to be in the 90s, doesn't
well,
it?
Yeah, I think Sachse's solidifying their chances to win this game by just methodically coming out and doing what they need to do, and they're being able to do that tonight.
Inside zone handoff to Derek Obi. Obi's best run on first down tonight, maybe his best run of the game, as he picks up 16 yards on the backside.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Xavier Williams was going to get him back there, but boy, just a great cut by Obi, and was able to make Williams miss and just turn it up the field and go running hard. And the thing about Obi, he does run hard and he continues to compete.
Obi had 29 yards and 11 carries in that first half. Some Cowboys fans feeling as though they're watching a Sunday ball game, cheering for Naaman right here. 6:21 to play in this third quarter.
Start, number 50 of the offense. 5-yard penalty.
I mean,
5-yard penalty remains first down.
The only thing spookier than being a Naaman fan and seeing your team getting shut out 24-0 is if perhaps Jerry Jones was lurking around out there making some decisions.
Boy, that would be scary.
First and 15 after the false start. They blitz. A good job of running away from it. John Kamara getting the handoff. Got stopped at the line of scrimmage. That's a calculated run blitz. Nico Wards and Bashawn Brunswick combined on the stop.
Yeah, just good pressure by that Sachse defense, and boy, everybody was able to get there. And Brunswick is another one of those players that's just all over the field.
Nico Ward, 6'1" junior. Defensive end. He and Jaden Smith sort of platoon there at that end position. Perales with a clean pocket. Well, he's got a good arm. That's a nice route run by Braylon Deal. A string of Deal brothers. And he makes it happen right there. Jordan Nelson with the stop.
Yeah, Morales, just a little play action, gets back, gets his feet step, gets sides down the field, and just made a great pass over to Braylon Deal, and just a good play there.
Boy, Deal's a high motor, high IQ guy. Keep it on the ground on third down, and he's got the first. Sean DeVault stopped him, but he needed 2 and got 3.
Yeah, just a good run here by Obi, and boy, just kept his feet moving, was able to go and get that first down, and just a good-looking play, keeping this drive alive.
He's done a good job this year. 404 yards this year coming in after the torn ACL, which is why he sat out last year. Look out, that thing's picked off. An interception by Sean DeVault, his 5th of the year.
Wow, just excellent break there by DeVault. Perales kind of gets that ball up a little bit, kind of floats it out there just a little bit, and DeVault was able to get up underneath that. Man, just a terrific play by that young man.
Boy, it can get going in their direction like a hurricane, and he's going to be a golden hurricane with that interception right there. The Tulsa commit with the pick.
Yeah, he kind of had that all over that. He kind of seen that ball was coming out there, and just a great break on that ball, and just incredible play by that young man.
Really is. And, Mark Red Barons, the head coach of this Sachse team, he is a defensive-minded coach. As they flip it over here, and look out. It's a double pass. It was short, but was it caught? No. He trapped it. Santana Quinn, who's one of their top targets, almost was able to reel that thing in. And a good throw, too, by Chase Thomas.
Yeah, Chase Thomas gets it back here, but I think he wished he would have probably just got a little bit more on that ball, and just almost a spectacular play there. Santana Quinn tried to come back and get it, but boy, they had it set up beautifully.
Chase Thomas's throw wasn't a bad one. Did it hit the ground or did it bounce off of his forearm? I did get a little bit of the ground.
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes when you see somebody so wide open, you just kind of, panic a little bit. But if he would have got that out just a little farther, I think it would have been a successful play.
Williams on the move to Quinn this time. Quinn got formed up. Boy, that is a hit by Jadon Anderson. That's why he had 33 tackles from his safety spot. Fastest kid in the backside.
Yeah, Williams is rolling here, able to get the ball out to Quinn. And, boy, just a great tackle here by Jadon Anderson.
Well, that'll get a defensive coach fired up. I know they gave up the 13-yard connection, but, man, was that a great tackle.
Yeah, that was just a great open field tackle. And, man, he came up, and like you said, he formed up. And like we used to say in the old days, he brought some head.
He did. He was hurt earlier this year with that high ankle sprain, but he has become the leader of that secondary and gets a lot of reps. Keep it on the ground here on this first down carry. The defensive front for Naaman living up to their billing at times tonight. Second down and 10. And I want to go back to Jadon Anderson, 5'10" senior. He had 3 breakups coming in. Again, leader of that secondary. And the back end, you get a strong back end to go with that strong front, you got something.
Oh, absolutely. And Jadon Anderson is just a great player. He's one of those players that play 2 ways for Naaman.
Oh, this time a slip in the backfield by Little, DeAndre Little. He and Haygood platooning here in the second half.
Well, we kind of seen a couple people slip tonight. Again, don't know if there's moisture out on the field or just, maybe the cleats are getting away from them. But, yeah, that's about the 3rd or 4th time we've seen someone slip tonight.
And not foggy, but when the temperature, we had that cold front come in last night with the thunderstorms. When that temperature gets down close to the dew point, you start getting some moisture accumulate on the plastic blades of grass.
Yeah, and it's pretty cool out there right now, so you can see that happening even tonight.
3rd down, 11. Look out. Williams down he goes. Oh, the defensive front, they continue to keep playing. And Roderick Smith with his 4th sack.
Yeah, man, Roderick Smith just comes and just a great play there and gets a tackle for loss. Just a outstanding effort there. And, man, kept his feet going and was able to go get that tackle for loss. Like you said, Scott, earlier, sometimes that defensive front for Naaman just looks really, really great. They play real hard.
They do. And, Jesse Perales having to work around some guys transferring. We've heard different coaches around the district talk about that. It's an open district, but these days kids sort of do what they see at the college level. It kind of filters down as Sachse punts this thing away. Naaman will begin 90 yards away here, but that's what they see. Naaman losing 4 starters. They lost 3 wide receivers, lost a defensive back to Bertner, lost about 15 or 20 total kids combined. Roy City, some kids going to Plano East, Fate, Bertner, Dallas Christian, Preston Wood. They lose Chance Abels, a Division I player off last year's team. And remember Jonathan Frenchlove. He was a key cog offensively for them. He goes to Prestonwood.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. It's kind of crazy, but, like you said, you see the things the way they've changed on the college level. And, you don't like to maybe see some things trickle down into the high school level. But, again, unfortunately, it has happened.
Into the flat for Thomas, and Corey Thomas upended quickly. Pretty good convergence right there by the defense. They don't waste any time. Taylon Wilson got him.
Yeah, Perales is rolling to his right, able to get the ball out to Corey Thomas. But, boy, just a good tackle there by number 12 to be able to get him down.
Minute and a half to go in this 3rd quarter. Been all Sachse tonight, 24-0. Naaman just trying to stay polished here. Second down and 7. Perales tonight, 5 of 11, 47 yards. Look out, down he goes. Well, another great play by the defense, and a flag coming out perhaps for celebration. Sean DeVault was the guy that got him.
Yeah, I'm not for sure. I think that was DeVault coming again, for his tackle, but I think they might have called that on
Debo?
On Perales there for throwing the ball into his face. Well, I'll tell you what, Debo has taken some shots tonight, but, you know, have to respect that young man because he's able to still get back up. He's really, really tough.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 7, it'll be half the distance to the goal.
Well, mental mistake right there and some frustration coming out.
Yeah, and like we said, here comes DeVoe. Like we said, DeVoe is just a tremendous player, able to come and, boy, what is that, about his 5th, 6th big-time hit during this game?
Yeah, and DeVault hit him with a helmet.
Yeah, and I think that's what they got him for. You know, just a little frustration there. You know, things aren't quite going your way, and, boy, sometimes you just really get frustrated, and I think Debo just kind of took it a little too far there by throwing that ball into his face.
3rd down and 17, Perales. They contain Russian, sets his feet though, a flag coming in for holding, going to go deep and overshoots his man, Braylon Deal.
Depending on the play for the Mustangs, Corey Taylor.
Ty Mitchell's been busy lately.
Yeah, he's been kind of throwing that flag here a little bit.
Offsides, number 41 of the defense. Holding, number 5 of the offense. Those penalties will offset. Replay 3rd down.
3rd down, 17 again coming up after the offsetting penalty.
Yeah, again, here you see, you know, Perales is back there looking down the field. Again, was able to elude some things. Boy, directing that receiver to get down the field, and he did. He threw a really, really good ball there, and they actually had a chance. Just unfortunately, Braylon Deal was unable to run underneath that.
Well, how about Taylon Wilson rushing but containing at the same time?
Yeah, just a very smart football move right there.
Draw. Perales takes a hard hit. Needed the 20, got close. Going to depend on the spot. He may have it.
Yeah, depending on where they spot this. But I think he did get it. They gave it to him. So just a good play there by Perales. Again, like we said, he can use his feet and he can throw the ball. But just a good effort there by that young man.
See why he's averaging almost 9 yards per carry. That's the 2nd first down that he has run for in this ball game. It's the 8th first down for Sachse, or rather for Naaman in the game. 1st and 10. The out, got to be careful there. Jeremiah Williams targeted for the first time in this ball game. C.J. Wells breaks it up.
Jeremiah Williams is incomplete. Defended by C.J. Wells.
Talk about those transfers. Mentioned the new offensive coaching staff. But again, when you play at Naaman, you're going to play it both ways. You got to learn an offensive position, a defensive position. Look at Sean Bird, converted running back. Haven't called his name out too much tonight, but he's a converted running back playing defensive tackle. Doesn't happen that often. Derek Obi, when he doesn't run straight to the defense, he tends to get tracked down against this defense. Sean DeVault got him, and that ends the 3rd quarter of play. So we have played 3 on Halloween night.
Garland ISD Education Foundation provides resources to support and enrich education for all students in the Garland Independent School District. Every dollar donated helps fund innovative teaching and learning initiatives. Choose today to impact a better tomorrow. For more information and to learn how you can give, visit gisdedfoundation.org.
Now the Naaman band, the Ranger band, putting on quite a performance tonight. Both of these two, rather the Sachse band, putting on quite a performance. The Sachse band, I thought, was fantastic tonight.
Yeah, they did. They had a really, really good performance. And man, looks like there's about 1,000 of them.
Well, they got a lot of moving parts too on that show, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And they just have a really good sound about them, and just a full, rich sound, and just, as good as the football team is, man, I think the band is just as good.
I thought for a moment we might see Paul Lind and Pinky Tuscadero come out on a Halloween special on ABC there for a little bit.
Oh, man. If they would have broken into Thriller, I really would have lost it.
Perales having to reverse out. Well, they avoid the blindside block. How good is this Perales? What an arm. He's got a chance for a big one. Oh, it hits a helmet. It's still live. Oh, man, he had a shot. Jadon Anderson was targeted, and I thought that ball might bounce high enough to where he might be able to get his wherewithal as being and make the catch off the deflection there.
Yeah, and again, that was all Perales. I mean, just his ability to elude tacklers. And then, you know, when he gets out and gets his feet set a little bit, again, here we look at it, able to elude two tacklers and then able to get here. And then, boy, again, able to elude another one. And then, man, what a tremendous ball he threw here. Got it up, and like you said, Jadon Anderson had a shot at it to hit the helmet, and, man, just all that happened because of his ability to move.
Got to punt this thing away. Fair catch signal for at the 48-yard line. There by Aiden Sharp. Boy, all you got to do is mention Pinky Tuscadero, and you get a crazy play like that, right? Hey, the ball hits you in the hands, you should catch it. What if it hits you at the top of the helmet?
Well, if it bounces up high enough, you might have a shot at it. You know, like you said, we've seen crazy plays happen where the ball hits somebody in the helmet, bounces up in the air, and then, man, you know, next thing you know, we kind of saw that last week where somebody comes out of nowhere and makes a diving catch.
It's Franco Harris when you need him.
Yeah, really.
We're pulling some 70s names out here tonight, aren't we? Sachse's got it back. Big lead, 24-0. Early fourth quarter. That's a live football, I think. They're going to call it dead. Bounced to Zion Bonner, and I got to believe that was a lateral.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was still behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that head linesman's had a hard time tonight, I'm going to say.
Yeah, he had some tough calls he has to make. And, you know, again, it looks like that definitely was
That's not a backwards pass?
Looked like a backwards pass to me, but again, they blew it dead. But yeah, it looked like it was kind of a backwards pass there. You know, those are live balls if you don't get on them.
11.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Williams steps up, got a blocker, got a little in front of him. Oh, look at that block by the backup running back. Hit him right in the mouth, put him on his keister, picked up 10 yards. Well, that's got Mark Red Barron's culture written all over it, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Again, Williams steps back, doesn't see anything, and bam. So, you know, Little was out in the pass, but then he said, hey, let me go on block, man. And, boy, got a tremendous block over there on Brody Perales. And, again, like you said, that shows the culture. Do anything you can do to help your teammate be successful, and you saw it right there on that play.
Man, that was a great block by Keandre Little, the senior running back. I don't know that there's a better number 2 running back in the district than that kid.
No, he could actually start at a lot of other programs.
Yes, 3rd down 3. Williams can throw on the move, does so here, but it's through the hands of Zion Bonner. Does Red Barons go for it here? 4th down 3.
You know, the way your offense has been playing and your defense has been playing pretty good, I would probably go for it right here, Scott.
I think he's tired of seeing Aiden Sharp drop back to punt.
Yeah, and these are kind of things you kind of work on because, again, when we talked about maybe playoff time, you know, you're going to have to make decisions like this, and you're going to have to believe in what your team can do, whether it's offensively or defensively.
Blitz. They get it out quick. Good coverage. Broken up. That's a nice play by Devin Washington. On a hitch on 4th down and 3, again targeting Zion Bonner. Really good play by the sophomore cornerback.
Yeah, just a great play by Washington. And, again, they brought a little bit of blitz there and forced Williams to have to get that ball out quick. And, boy, just a good stop by Naaman. That's what they needed to happen. Get yourself a couple stops. And, you know, if you can go down and get 14 points or something here real quick without letting them score, maybe you can get yourself back in this game.
I can't believe we were able to work in Paul Lind and Pinky Tuscadero a second. You even know who that is?
Yes.
Come on, Roman.
Yeah, yes, I do, Scott. I kind of. Yep, I'm old enough to know who those guys are.
Perales to the sideline. Nice pump fake. Hey, this guy can play.
Oh, definitely. I would expect him to play on the next level. I know if I was a coach, I certainly would come in. I just like his competitiveness and just his composure back there. He's a winner. And he wants to win. Just, good play there and able to get around the sideline and get out, pick up some positive yards.
You know what I love most about how he manages the game? Hey, these guys were ready. What a great halftime show, that Sachse band. Yeah, they were fantastic. You can't tell what the score is by how he plays. Reversing out here, showing some dexterity, got his man one-on-one, overshot it, almost picked off, but you got to take those chances sometimes.
Yeah, you definitely do. And like you said, I mean, the thing about Paralysis, he's going to play the game as if he's up, down, whatever. You'll never know by the way he plays, and just eluding and then gets his feet stepped. And, boy, just trying to make something happen. I thought he did have number 80 there for a chance to get that. Again, just happened because his ability to be able to get away from the defenders.
They really have 2 downs to get 4 yards here on 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I think Naaman's, at the point where they have to go for everything now.
Naaman 4-4 coming in, 3-3 in district. They were tied for the 4th spot. 3rd down. They showed press coverage, go off coverage, set up a screen. Nobody home except a lineman. Can't do that. Paralysis extending it. Going to try to do it with his legs. Got hit with a foot in the boundary. No call there. Might have lost a yard.
Yeah, I mean, looking downfield, trying to get something happen. Corey Thomas brought a lot of pressure there. And Debo was trying to get away, and I just don't think he was able to get that 1st down.
The officials talked about it for a minute.
Yeah.
They're going to punt.
Yeah, we're looking at 4th and 5.
Ty Belshie will punt. A little surprised by that.
Yeah, I know you might want to pin him down there. Okay. Well, there you go.
To the sideline. Did he keep his foot down?
Boy, it looks like
they're going to give it to him. That's a catch.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Count it. Troy Williams.
Yeah, just a fantastic catch there by Troy Williams. Belshie, a good pass, man. He laid it where you needed to lay it.
That's a tight end that made that throw.
Yeah, it was a good-looking pass. I mean, we were a little confused up here because we were kind of thinking Naaman was at the point where they need to go for it, and, they kind of fooled us. So maybe that's what they were kind of hoping they would do against Sachse, is maybe catch them off guard, and it kind of looks like it did work.
Boy, Debo Paralysis, I'm sure, on that sideline, worried about his job after that throw. What a throw.
Boy, that was a good-looking throw, though.
Hey, Paralysis is back in there. He says, hey, watch this. To the corner. Juggled, caught, touchdown. Braylon Deal.
Wow. Boy, he laid that. You couldn't have thrown that ball any better. Just a marvelous pass here by Paralysis. Just able to get that ball up, and just a great-looking ball right where you needed to get it, and just a marvelous catch there by number 4, Braylon Deal.
No way Debo Paralysis was going to let Ty Belshie show him up.
Well, you kind of said something there, Scott, and he took it to heart, and he kind of came back and said, let me show you who the real quarterback is.
Oh, what a throw. What a sequence by the Rangers to put them on the board. 24-7, 10:35 to go. The Rangers say, hey, we're not out of this thing yet. You guys talking about Pinky Tuscadero on a Halloween night with Paul Lynn? No, we're back in it on GRS TV. Debo Paralysis to Braylon Deal after they convert on a 4th down where they go for it, where the punter / tight end throws the out. Brilliant catch, toe tapping Troy Williams, setting up that 33-yard throw and catch for the Naaman Forest score. And Naaman Forest, as we take a look at the district standings here, tied for that last spot in 9-6A. Garland and Naaman tied for that 4th spot, coming in 3-3. Sachse 6-0. District champs if they should solidify the win. Boy, that's a nice kickoff. Nobody will catch this one. That's a big league kick there. Touchback. Take a look at the district standings.
For the Sachse Mustangs.
On Halloween, 6-0, the Sachse Mustangs with a game lead over Wiley East. And Wiley, and even should Sachse lose next week, they still have the tiebreaker over those two.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. Sachse has a tiebreaker over the remaining teams in the district, and so next week will be a big game for them because they kind of call that the George Bush battle or the I-90 battle.
Yes. Haygood has had quite a night. They're still giving him the rock. Look at him make moves, working against a tired Naaman defense, just wearing them out, just keep leaning them off. That's a Big Ten style with a gain of 17.
Oh, yeah, just bring that backside counter around and let Brandon Haygood do what he does. And, again, like we said, you're not going to bring him down with just one person, man. You're going to have to game tackle him because he's going to make you miss, and if you bring one person, he's going to run you over.
Well, he has had quite a night, again, following that 380-yard performance last week against North Garland. This time they're going to go fly sweep to Josh Ridge. He's been dangerous on the edge, but this time they set a hard edge. They bring up 2nd down and 11. Tackle for a loss that time. Sean Bird got him.
Yeah, they try to go with the fly sweep here with Josh Ridge, and like you said, man, there comes number 32, Ollie Benson, and boy, they set a hard edge there, and just a really good job there by that Naaman Forest defense.
Got Haygood with 15 carries, 118 yards, the touchdown run tonight. That touchdown gave him 15 for the year. Very workmanlike for Sachse tonight. 2nd down, 11. Naaman just continues to play. This ball broken up. Well, Naaman getting some momentum, and they get play after play, and this time Hari Robinson with a breakup.
Yeah, good play here by Hari Robinson. Got his hands up, and for a second there, I thought maybe he might have been able to pull that down, and boy, that would have been a pick 6. Boy, just a incredible effort there, but again, get your hands up and make them have to throw over you.
We talked about this Naaman culture. How good's the culture when you look out there and you can't tell what the score is?
Man, that's what you want. I mean, you want your guys to continue to play no matter what the score is. And like you said, Coach Jesse Perales has done a good job at getting this team able to compete.
Can you stop Haygood on 3rd and long? It's been tough doing it tonight, and he picks up 22 more with Jaden Anderson, the safety, combining with Deal to bring him down.
Yeah, just a little misdirection here and getting the ball into Haygood's hands. And, boy, I tell you what, it seems like Haygood gets stronger and stronger as the game goes on. And, boy, that's what you want in a back, boy, when you start getting down to these moments and this point of the game that he just continues to run hard and you start to wear that defense down.
Maybe the hardest back to tackle one-on-one in the district.
Oh, I certainly would agree with that, Scott. I mean, boy, you don't really want to see this guy one-on-one.
No.
Because he's going to make you miss, or he could outrun you, or he can run you over.
Got a gang tackle here, and the ends run upfield. They throw the slant to Lockett, their most dangerous wide receiver. Well, this offense continues to roll. They've always had the defense, but this offense doing as good a job through the air as we've seen with Ali Vincent making the tackle. 15 gained.
Yeah, Williams is able to get back here and find Lockett. And again, just a good slant pattern by Lockett, and was able to catch that ball secured and, go get some good positive yardage.
Haven't seen Lockett in the explosives to an extent, and that's an explosive for a lot of teams, not for him. They've really tried to contain him tonight.
Yeah, they've been on him quite a bit. The good players just kind of take what they can get, and they know sometimes it might be, you might get 5 shots that night. Could get 10 the next night. Whatever you get, you try to make positive out of it.
Buck sweep to Haygood, bounced, and then paid the price. Picked up 8, and then found a helmet right in his sternum. That's a hit. He's down a little bit. That was Bradley, Nehemiah Bradley.
Yeah, good shot there by Nehemiah Bradley again. Haygood is running hard, and man, here comes a big shot right here, and boy, just unloaded on him. And just a good hard tackle.
2nd down, 2. But you look at this Sachse team, they've been very efficient. First drive goes for 7 plays. They get an 8-play touchdown drive on the next drive. They did go 3 and out on their 3rd possession, but it has been hard to stop this team. How about a flea flicker? Hey, good. Get him some space, find a block to the 5, to the goal line. He's there. He's got the 9-yard touchdown run. Josh Ridge sprung him on the edge.
Yeah, they were able to bring Josh Ridge back around and just, wow, this excellent play call here. Flipped it to him from Little, and man, number 8, Josh Ridge, is able to get around the outside. And here's the great thing about it: you see Dirk Williams out there leading them to the pylon too. So again, very unselfish Sachse team. They do whatever it takes to help each other win.
You love to see Quinn, Lockett, Ridge, Watkins. They've got a bevy of wide receivers who will catch a great pass, and then they'll make a hard block the very next play. And this one is blocked. Speaking of block, there's one. They missed the point after. That thing's still live. Naaman Forest wants a deuce. They got a long way to go. Won't quite get there. Good effort, though, by Devin Washington.
Sachse 30, Naaman Forest 7.
Well, like you mentioned earlier, Scott, Sachse definitely does have a lot of weapons on offense, and you know, Dirk Williams is not afraid to use all of them. He'll spread that ball around and get it to whoever is open, and whoever can make a play, he'll try to get him the ball.
So spread the wealth here tonight. Ridge with a 9-yard touchdown run. 30-7 is our score with 7:20 to play in this ball game. But yeah, Sachse, well, you talk about the success. Well, the job that Mark Behrens has done has just been fantastic. And he does it right. You know, we talk about culture all the time. And, you know, it takes support of parents and fans coming out here to watch these players who have done such a great job. You can see as we watched them back in late August, early September, that these are 2 different teams. They've really improved in every aspect, every position group, every room. But 9 straight playoff appearances for Mark Red Behrens, now 13 playoff berths the last 14 years. This will be a 7th district championship over the last 20. Well, it's not been a fluke.
No, they've really got it going over there at Sachse. Like you said, they've built the culture there. They built a winning culture there where, you know, the guys have really brought in. I mean, they have a good connection with their feeder school, Hudson, right down the street. So they've just built an all-around culture over there where people want to be Mustangs.
And that's what I really love about both of these 2 coaches. Jesse Perales, all you've got to do is spend some time with him, and his attitude, his positive attitude. I mean, success is about effort and attitude, and man, it starts at the top. And love Jesse Perales and what he's brought to this team. They don't win and don't go to the playoffs last year. He said, hey, that was my fault. We had a bad culture. The discipline was an issue. Attitude and culture by some of the players. A lot of those guys have left, but they had a lot of finger pointing in the locker room. And, you know, that can be very tough to cut off if you're the head coach.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perales going to run here. He's done a good job with his legs. Starts the slide right around the first down marker. They'll give him 10 yards, and we've got a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding, number 63 of the offense. Be a 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So they get the holding call against Naaman.
You know, unfortunately, they did get the holding call on Naaman because that was just a good effort there by Debo. They called it on number 63, but again, you know, just a good, outstanding play by Debo there to try to get the yardage that he did, but unfortunately, it had to come back.
Perales in the pocket here, looking to the post, but Deal was covered up and double teamed. He's got a run for it. Gets the penalty yardage back, and one more. Picks up 11 on the rush. Scramble there by Debo Perales. You know.
Yeah, just a good scramble here. He's looked downfield, sees nothing, uses his feet, and you know, really smart. You know, able to get out. You know, probably seen the walk coming again, and don't really want to find out how many more times he wants to hit him, but. You know, just used his head and got out of bounds after getting some positive yards.
Second down and 9. Run a twist. Nice catch. Deal, better route run, finding the soft spot that time. Right on the sideline, picked up 10 more. Sean DeVault gets credit for the stop.
Yeah, this super pass here by Perales was able to get that ball out to number 4, Braylon Deal. And like you said, just was able to find that soft spot, that opening spot. Really good looking play there.
More the lineage, Devin Deal. First playing at Tulane, being a part of the ACC championship game last year, AAC I should say. And then he transfers, his brother transfers to TCU where he's playing right now. Sean DeVault, another stop to the aforementioned Braylon Deal. 7 more.
Yeah, they kind of came back with the same play, had success to play before. And just, again, a fabulous looking play. Great pass there from Perales to Brandon Deal again.
Boy, that's an athletic family, too. Got a time out of the field. But Devin Deal might have been the best defensive player here in 9-6A 3-4 years ago. He had a good 2 seasons. Now Braylon sort of picking up where his brother left off. But, boy, this Naaman team, we talked about how they've had one bad year. Coach Perales had taken teams to the postseason 19 straight years. He talked about the finger pointing in the locker room last year. You've been on a ton of teams playing the Kansas Jayhawks, going on to play professionally and most notably with the USFL. When you had a locker room like that, what do you do? I mean, if you're a player, what do you do?
Well, I mean, as a player, you just try to hone in on some of the positive things that's happening. You don't really want to get caught up in all the talk about, kind of like you said earlier, Scott, the finger pointing. As soon as that starts to happen, you start to see the team deteriorate and pull apart. Anytime you want to have any success in anything you do, you have to come together. And so you really try to concentrate on coming together and being a positive encouragement for each other in that locker room.
2nd and 3 here for the Rangers. Halfway through this 4th quarter. Clean pocket Perales, a chance to run for the first down. Nice decision. Gets to the edge, stops the clock. Boy, that is a high IQ quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. Was able to see that he could go get that first down. Kind of looks down the field, sees the pocket break a little bit, gets into the open field, and then smart to get outside and get out of bounds to save some time on that clock.
It's amazing what the sons will pick up from a dad that's a coach.
Oh, absolutely. You definitely can tell that he is a coach's son, just by the way he plays and carries himself. And like you said, I expect and certainly hope to see him playing next year somewhere.
On first down, it's a shoulder square. That's a good throwaway.
Yeah, it really was. He got you kind of got flushed. You seen the pressure coming, and again, take a look at the replay here. Boy, just feels that pressure from number 55 coming towards him. And was able to get outside and throw that ball away without throwing the interception.
Boy, that's Xavion Williams. Talk about a guy. He had 3 sacks against Wiley earlier this year. Talk about a high motor. This guy will come after you. And that's the thing. You've got Walls down there, Xavion Williams, Trayson Haley, that young sophomore, who again came in with 32 tackles, 3 sacks, and 9 TFLs. Guy that is so smart. He's got a 4.0 GPA, and Haley kind of thrown into the fire this year. Had to grow up in a hurry. And a whistle and a timeout call by the Rangers.
Timeout, Naaman Forest.
Roman, he had to grow up in a hurry. But Trayson is going to be another one of these young ones that are going to be difference makers on that defensive front. And Red Baron's so good at developing defensive linemen. What's the key to that?
Well, again, like you said, you want to develop your young players. Coach Barons is able to look, and he brings them along, slowly. And then, boy, right when he knows they're ready to do and contribute to the team, he's able to get them in the position to help. And so, the great thing about it is he kind of brought them along, and now they're in position to help when we're looking at maybe the playoff run here as far as, Sachse being able to go and maybe get more than 1 or 2, possibly 3 rounds deep.
And for them to be good, they got to be hungry. How do you grow the hunger?
Well, I mean, sometimes, Scott, that hunger gets grown because you got the competition there.
That's true.
And so sometimes when you're not able to get on the field, you kind of sitting on that bench a little bit, you kind of get hungry because, when you do get an opportunity, you better produce.
Well, that's what Bobby Knight used to always, there's nothing that'll motivate a player like the bench.
Well, I like that a lot because, boy, you start to learn a lot when you're sitting on that bench sometimes.
Boy, nice touch pass on the screen by Perales to his brother Brody. On 2nd down and 10, they pick up 4, almost 5. Tackle made by Walls, who's in his first game back from that meniscus surgery.
Again, just like you said, just a good little flick out to his brother, Brody Perales, and just a good play and able to get something positive from Naaman.
I forgot that his brother was playing at Air Force. He's 20 years old, playing at Air Force, having a good season, playing center for them. And of the service academies, they did a great job last year. As again, they hit Braylon Deal. Nice out pattern, another great throw. But Army and Navy probably doing better than Air Force this year.
Yeah. I mean, Army and Navy's having a really, really good season again. Once we look at Perales just getting a good pass out there to number 4, Braylon Deal. But yeah, Army and Navy both are having a really, really good year this year. And you know, Air Force, the thing I like about the service academies, you know they're going to be disciplined. You know they're going to play hard. If you don't show up, you're probably not going to win that game.
Debo 11 of 21 for 118 yards. He's got a touchdown and a pick. Boy, he can escape pressure too, extending the play and making a negative into a positive. What a run by Debo Perales. This is a game to put on the highlight reel now, a gain of 5.
Well, you know, like you said, we said it before. He just has great pocket awareness and, man, just so elusive and, you know, able to make people miss. And, boy, just has a composure about him. And, boy, he made something out of nothing. And like you said, I mean, basically that should have been a play that went for a loss. And, boy, he was able to turn that into something positive.
And I can't help but think that the coaching staff that sort of turned over, they had to add to that coaching staff. And the newbies sort of giving some new blood and some new life. Second down, and boy, did he get hit hard. Up high, too. The ball came out. I think Wilson's the one that got him. Man, was that bell rung. Whoa.
Yeah, boy, I tell you what, Wilson gave him a big shot here. And again, that's what we kind of said earlier. We've seen Perales take some big shots, but man, heads off to him. He's able to get off, but just a great play there by Wilson, able to come up and just, you know, lay the wood on Perales there on that play.
It was kind of the thing against Wiley East. Red Barron said, hey, we kept hitting the quarterback. He kept getting up. That toughness is so important at that quarterback spot. Third down. Oh, what a move. What a move for a first down, pointing. I don't think there's a better leader at the quarterback spot in the district than this kid.
Oh, I don't either. I mean, you know, again, like we said, this is a tremendous leader. This is a tremendous athlete. This is a great move there. I mean, that's instinct. That's just ability. I don't even know how you can teach something like that. I don't really think you can. It's just something that comes natural in him. It's almost like a cat with 9 lives. He's able to just sense the pressure and able to avoid it.
Pressure's on. He doesn't panic, avoids the pressure, and then calms himself back down to make a play.
Absolutely, and that's what's really good about him is he's able to make plays when there is no play.
And then he does that, throwing it away, and that was a great play.
Absolutely, because, again, he would have took a tackle for loss. And, you know, again, just the awareness out on the field. We take a look here. You know, he realizes he has nothing. You know, instead of getting tackled for loss, he throws the ball away, and now you keep the ball where you are, and you don't lose any yardage there.
6'3" sophomore Trayson Haley thought he had another sack. Second down 10. A bullet over the middle on time and on target for the first down. Nice throw again to Braylon Deal.
Coming up for the reception, Braylon Deal.
Boy, just a rocket here by Perales. Able to throw just a shot right there to Braylon Deal. And again, just a terrific looking play.
Man, he is definitely going to be playing somewhere next year.
Well, I certainly will be. Recruited.
Oh, I sure would. In a hurry. Only every time. Slant a little bit out in front of Williams, but really good coverage by Feely. He's going to get some money out of somebody.
Well, I certainly would hope so. You know, I tell you what, I might need to make some calls down here to these Jayhawks.
Boy, I guarantee you. You don't think they need somebody?
Boy, I tell you what.
I know they do. No offense.
Well, hey, I tell you what, he could definitely be the guy.
Fade, corner. Oh, he got held up. Where's the flag?
Wow,
went to deal. I thought for sure that thing was coming out. C.J. Wells had him. Wells said, "What are you talking about?" Look at him.
Yeah, I thought Wells kind of got into him a little bit early here. Boy, I tell you what, you know, guess it could be a subjective call there. Kind of looked like he got him to a little bit early, but you know, no call, so no foul.
Sachse not singing the blues tonight. There's a little John Belushi fedora there, wasn't it?
Kind of looked like it there. I don't know where he got that from. I might need to go. Well, I was going to say I'll go ask him to borrow it, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't fit my head.
3rd down and goal. Pressure. Perales a master. Directing traffic. Has to get rid of it.
Wow. Just, again, you know, somehow he's able to avoid that pressure and just has a natural ability to do that. I mean, it's something that's just instinctive in him. And, boy, I tell you what, again, throwing that ball away was the right decision to make right there.
14th play of this drive coming up. And Perales he's a little bit upset. The game's almost over. He's just now finding a groove here in the second half.
Oh, yeah. And, again, you know, kind of what we talked about, you know, a 14th play of this drive, but you know, Naaman was able to open the game with that long drive. And that's kind of what they, I think, need to do is kind of hold on to the ball and get these long drives and try to come up with a score at the end of it.
What's a timeout here? Good timeout.
Timeout, Naaman Forest.
Smart timeout. And I don't know if anybody told Debo to take that timeout. Absolutely a timeout they needed, a great timeout. And you know what they say? Championship teams, great teams are player coached. They're not coach coached.
Well, and you're absolutely right. And again, just a great call there by Debo to take that time out. But again, when you kind of look at Sachse on the other side, it seems like they have multiple players that kind of fit that build and that they are able to motivate each other and kind of hold each other accountable on both sides of the ball over there on that Sachse side.
Coach Perales, again, we talked about how he's got that new OC, Ruben Torres, from Marlin, Central Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know where that is?
In Central Texas.
Over by the Waco area down there.
Yeah, and they play good football there. And,
yes.
You know, Coach Torres is a good coach. And, again, you know, he's getting some of the things he wants implemented into the offense and into the program. And so you kind of can expect for those things to just get better and better.
Every coach has a little wrinkle they want to include.
Oh, absolutely. They got little intricate things that they want to bring and add to the program that they've had success with and they know can make a program change.
After the timeout, let's see what they want to do here. 4th and goal from the 10. Little disjointed snap. This will be 4th and goal from the 15.
Ball start, number 78, offense. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
So disappointing. That's the 6'7" right guard, 335, Reggie Wilson. 6'7".
Yeah, Reggie Wilson's just a big guy over there. And, again, you know, when you get down here in the red zone, you definitely don't want to have any penalties that cause you to have to move back.
How disappointing and how frustrating is that after a timeout?
Yeah, and that's when you take a timeout, you certainly don't want to have this happen.
Chip the pressure. Oh, good throw and dropped. Had a chance. The throw was on time to Jeremiah Williams. And Josie O'Feely with the coverage.
Wow, just, you know, had everything you wanted. I mean, just a good pass, you know, right there in Jeremiah Williams' hands. And unfortunately, he can't pull it in and, you know, turnover and Sachse's ball.
A little over 3 minutes to go.
1st and 10 Saxon from their 15-yard line.
So, yeah, it looks like Sachse's going to probably do the smart thing and start bringing in some other guys and not taking a chance on the injury.
No doubt. Hand off here to Josh Ridge. Maybe a gain of 1. Hey, that was a 14-play drive that ends in nothing. But, hey, credit to Sachse. They bent a little bit. They did not break.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing about that defense over there at Sachse. You know, they kind of realize that until they get across that end zone, you know, we're going to keep battling hard and make them earn every inch of it. And like you said, they kind of bend but didn't break there.
They do, and typically if this game were played in September, the defenses wouldn't be this strong in the fourth quarter, but it's a nice night out tonight. Halloween night. RPO. Here's Thomas. Thomas with a first down.
Oh, yeah, like you said, it's a great night and just great football weather tonight. Thomas was able to little play action there, RPO, kept the ball, and, man, just running hard. You know, again, he's in the game, so now he wants to get a little bit piece of it.
Chase Thomas now in there at that quarterback position. Sachse Mustangs. 8 in a row sounds good.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what they're looking for. And, again, remember, all this is a combination of getting yourself prepared to try to make a big playoff run.
Looked like that number 2 receiver was in motion upon the snap, but here's Heckma Harrison. Says to heck with it, we're just going to run it. Ali Vincent on the tackle. Vincent's had a good night tonight.
Yeah, Vincent really had a good night.
By Sachse, 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Guess that wide receiver was in motion.
I guess so. You know, they called it, you know, so.
Pretty penalty-free game for the most part tonight.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the penalties have been at a minimum, and that's kind of what you expect towards this part of the season. You really don't want to see a lot of penalties, and you really want to see consistent and not get many penalties. And again, that's important, especially towards the end of the season.
Wham play to Ridge. He lost the ball. And look what I found. Khalil Turner. Fumble recovery for Turner.
Yeah, strips it out, and man, boy, number 64, Mike Hernandez, was able to be there and swoop it up.
Where Braylon Deals had his hands on a lot of footballs, but not on the defensive side except for that time.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Who is he hurt?
Looks like he's his finger there.
That's the last thing you want now in a game like this right now, a minute and a half to go.
Right, absolutely, because, you know, for Naaman next week against South Garland is going to really be a big ball game.
He says, Coach, I'm okay. Let me get another catch in. And those gloves were thick, though, that he had on, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. And like I said, you know, sometimes you can jam your finger or that type of thing, so maybe that's what happened.
John Kamara, the carry here for a gain of 3. And Braylon Deal, the leading receiver tonight, 6 catches, 88 yards, does have the touchdown. Perales caught 4. Brody Perales with 4 grabs for Naaman. I've been impressed with Braylon Deal. And shouldn't be surprised because we've seen so many deals come through here.
Yeah, just a great athletic family. And, you know, again.
Well, that's a nice catch and a better tackle. DeMarcus Carson getting yanked down there by Jackson Chapman.
Yeah, just a great break here by Jackson Chapman, and just a good tackle for a loss. And, boy, just read that real well.
Boy, they tackle well, don't they, collectively?
Yeah, that's the thing about Sachse. They wrap up, and they do a really good job over there of tackling and holding on to the ball carrier after they get to him.
Always goes back to blocking and tackling. Perales using his legs again. Mentioned he had 689 yards coming in, the leading runner for this Naaman team.
Again, just set back in the pocket, was able to step up inside the pocket, looking down the field. Again, just trying to go get something positive, trying to make something happen.
I can't wait to tell my buddy Jason Fawcett that I was able to squeeze in Paul Lind and Piki Tuscadero on our broadcast tonight.
Oh, boy, I tell you what.
4th down here for the Rangers. It's play action. Perales giving ground. Maybe not that much ground. Look out. Got him from behind. A sack. Lost 25 yards that time. I thought he might get bailed out with a horse collar.
Yeah, I thought maybe he might actually, slip away. I mean, he's so elusive, but Trayshawn Haley just made a great play there, and just a big-time tackle for loss there.
That was Haley and his second sack for the game, I do believe, his 5th for the year. Turnover on downs.
And like you said, Haley's getting, some good playing time. Again, you want to get as many people prepared, at this point in the season to again be ready to, face some of the teams you might play in the playoffs.
Well, Sachse is going to get ready for the playoffs. They're going to play somebody out of that Rockwall district. Not quite sure yet who. But that's who they're probably going to get.
Boy, that's a tough district over there.
And how? Maybe Tyler Legacy. If the season were to end today, it would be Tyler Legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, but that by district is going to be, some tough competition. So as many people as you can get prepared and ready to go is what you really want to do.
They are celebrating a 2nd district championship in a row at Sachse with a 30-7 victory on Halloween here at Williams Stadium. What a game tonight for the Sachse Mustangs, who week after week it seemed were getting off to slow starts, but not this week.
Well, no, they actually came out, and the thing I was impressed with them about, Scott, is in my mind, they went and did methodic drives down the field that I think is really going to be imperative for what's going to happen in the playoffs, because sometimes when you play some of these teams that are pretty good, one of the ways you are able to keep them and keep yourself in the game is by keeping the ball away from them. So I really like the way Sachse was able to maintain their drives and get some consistent in terms of ball control and keeping the ball away from Naaman.
It's an old coaching adage that what gets emphasized in practice gets done, and that was the point of emphasis coming in today. You got to start hot, and boy, they certainly accomplished that tonight with a 30-7 victory. The Sachse Mustangs pick up the W, moving to 8-1 of the season. They've now won 8 straight, and they have now won 7 straight district ball games, while Naaman falls to 4-5 and 3-4 for the season. Well, it has been fun tonight on Halloween. I want to thank everybody who's helped out tonight. From Homer Clayton, we want to thank Alan Horton, John Cook, and also Lathan Roberts, tonight's spotter, for Delbert Richardson and the entire GRS TV crew. Thank you so much, Roman Alexander. My name is Scott Garner. Until next time, from Williams Stadium in Garland, the final score one more time. The district champions out of 9-6A with a victory against Naaman Forest to secure that title, 30-7. Good night, everyone. Happy Halloween, and God bless.